the session opens with me like ringing the doorbell of the Poindexter residence, who last session we saw was broken into, and last time I was Vermin snooping around. Now I am Peggy Milton in a casual attire, ringing the doorbell with some records in my hand.
Records, huh? So are you bringing anybody else with you?
I think.
Is this a serious Gene and Peggy conversation? Because in my mind, I'm like, if you're taking him to like Wonderworld, then maybe other people would want to go to.
Maybe this isn't the beginning scene, right? Because I do have some another thread left over from last session, in that I have promised to reveal my identity to Harlan Thacker. So maybe we have already kind of been doing that, but like maybe we should do the scene from like a few weeks ago of me showing my face to him for the first time.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think that even then, you guys were getting closer. It probably wouldn't have been until after this whole thing with Dead Knight, and now getting Echo into the group and fighting Autopicus.
Yeah.
So this would be after that event. And so what? Yeah, where do we find you guys after that? And what do you say?
I think a rat kind of came into Harlan Thacker's like dormitory with a note telling you to meet me somewhere, and it's like a park at night in like one of the darker areas of the city.
So do you hide the information from Echo now? Have we just shifted it?
I do, yeah, because I don't really trust her yet because she's the newcomer. Yeah.
Cool. So
all right,
there's a park. And it's at night, and Vermin said to be here.
Yep. Just fella chilling in common clothes, pants, shirt, long coat, and stuff. And
the duster
popped up.
I love what you're doing with the duster.
How about this? A duster made out of cloth instead of leather.
Very stylish.
Does it dust the ground?
That's a good point. Yeah, fuck it.
Is it dust?
I have plenty of.
I'm not part of the duster. Stop asking about the duster.
Darren, you're going to hear at least a fair chunk of "It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia" quotes from us.
It's impossible for me to not do it.
Don't feel too weird if we start getting into that shit.
I think
we just really like the idea of like fighting like a crow and shit.
Fight me!
It's my thing. It's my thing.
When the uncle came in,
yeah. So anyway, you're walking the cobblestones, and you see like the silhouette of a woman wearing like a big scarf and a coat, looking away, like standing next to a park bench. And I hear you approaching, and I kind of like turn, and it's too dark for you to see my face, but I'm just like, Harlan?
Do I recognize you as Vermin?
You recognize my voice, yeah?
And it's like, yeah, Vermin. I got your rat.
Yeah, I laugh. I think it was following like a few feet behind you the whole time, and it kind of like scuttles up to me and like goes up my leg and into my coat.
He's
and
a fat boy.
Like, yeah, and I'm just like, Aeon, you're right. Nowadays, more than ever, we gotta trust each other, especially with what happened with Dead Knight. This town it's really confusing to people like us, right? We have to figure out who's our friends and who's not. We have to figure out who we can and can't trust, and I trust you.
I appreciate that.
So yeah, I step forward and I pull down my scarf, and you see the face of that girl who came up to you last session at the water cooler and just thought you were cool. And I said, I say what I said at the fountain, that I was a big fan. All that was true.
Cool.
So you're just looking, and I was like I put my hand to your face, just like, How the fuck did I not realize this?
I smile.
Do you feel like you're sharing a vulnerability or weakness here?
I
guess
am, and
this
I
is
am also.
the secret about who you really are. Is literally
Yeah,
the
I
secret.
revealed my secret identity, so I do get to mark potential, and I also think I am sharing
give them
vulnerable moment.
influence and shift your mundane up and your masks labeled down.
Mundane's already at 3, so I will not do that. But yeah,
Use the influence, and then they will shift labels for you.
you get influence over me, Aeon. So in this moment, you may shift my labels, and like
And,
you can
well,
connect that to
right,
what you say
I
next. And
think
all
that he already had influences, which is why I say that.
Yes,
Where's this thing about vulnerability? I'm just curious.
It's part of the
on-
team moves.
yeah, and all our character sheets. Oh yeah, I was gonna add my team stuff to the team pool handout, so I don't have to scrounge through that.
But yeah, no, I'm just like, no, I appreciate it. Like you being this forward. This is really fucking bothering me. Like, do you know magic too? It's it's not like the horror, but it's like he's honestly puzzled how he did not realize the girl that talked to him was vermin.
I giggle
Blown his
and
mind.
I giggle and I say, you know, the glasses and the nerd demeanor really just are a second mask. None of my classmates have realized I'm vermin, even if I'm not there, right? It's people just kind of fill in the blanks themselves.
It's like, vermin.
Are you
Fuck the superhero gig. Be an actor when you get older.
are you doing your I am what you see?
Yes. And I will ask you, so you've seen both of me now. What do you think about me?
I think that what he was saying, and he can say whatever he wants, but he was like, yeah, fuck all this. You should do whatever, right? It kind of sounds like you wanted to impose superior, right? Like saying, like playing up how talented and skilled or whatever.
No, just if you were honestly able to dupe an entire classmate of people and a guy who does magic for a living just with a pair of glasses and a bit of a felt mask, you want to be owning up that you were just that fucking good.
Yeah. So you're trying to move my superior up and
Yeah.
like my freak down?
But it does not do that, right? It just says ask them which label they want to impose on you.
Yes.
The player will tell you honestly. If you accept what they tell you,
Yes, but in the rule book that kind of like breaks these down, it does imply that this is also them using their influence to shift labels as well.
Interesting, but it does not. The person that you're talking to doesn't have to have influence for you to trigger this move.
I think it's
go look at it real quick of what they say.
Yeah, I think that I remember them specifically saying if you reject what they say, you do have to do the reject influence as normal. So that's why I assume that.
Very strange. I am what you see. Could still reject the label they try to impose on you. You'll probably have to if you don't accept it. God, that's terrible. That's the worst fucking description ever. It is literally one sentence. It doesn't say anything specific. See, this is a case, right? Like the person who wrote this game, they have a lot that they're thinking about what this move means, but they didn't write down what they were thinking. That's very upsetting to me. I'm gonna take it as if they do have influence over you, then yes, that's what it is. If they don't have influence over you and you reject it, they probably get influence over you.
Okay, makes sense.
Dude, what page are these team moves on?
They're the front of your playbook. It's literally the like across from the picture of your character.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just a dumbass.
No good. No big deal. So he's imposing superior upon you, and you accepting it?
I am accepting it.
All right, then you will take +1 forward and do a thing.
All right, another mark potential or clear condition. I think I will. I don't have any conditions, so I'll mark potential, and that actually boosts me up to the next level. I think I'm just gonna unlock my moment of truth.
Dun.
Moments of truth unlocked.
Did you see that link I sent you?
I did, but I woke up at literally 7:02 when you guys were in the call, so I didn't have a chance to check it out.
Because it is like it's really neat. I was like, it's from Batman Year One, so it's everybody kind of knows what happens in that. But at the end, right, the like corrupt city officials have finally had it with Gordon. They're going to kidnap his wife and newborn son. Why? I gotta know why. Why in Batman Year One there's like this huge thing about Gordon's going to have a baby, and the baby isn't the Barbara Gordon that we know from the future. It's super weird for me. But
That is weird.
But Batman coming to the rescue is what triggers Jim to realize something's going wrong, and then in the scuffle, Batman gets his helmet knocked off. He's not even dressed like Batman. He's like just in a leather jacket and a biker helmet. But he then like proceeds to like convince Mrs. Gordon that he's not a threat, and goes and ultimately jumps off a bridge to save the baby. And like at the end, Gordon just says, because his glasses fall off in the fight, and he's just holding the baby looking at him. He's like, I can't see anything without my glasses. You better go. So he did absolutely, like the implies, right? He absolutely knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman, but he's just gonna pretend.
It's a better that scene from Spider-Man 2 when he gets knocked out on the train and his mask comes off and everyone's just like, "We won't tell nobody, Spider-Man. We love you.
We love you, Spider-Man." That happens in like every one of those old movies.
Yeah, it does.
Do it, Spider-Man.
Well, no, it's just
Okay,
man. When
we
Frank
got your
Miller
back.
actually has his shit together, he can make a good superhero story.
I am concerned that every single, if I continue to read, that every single one of Frank Miller's things is going to just mostly be like little blurbs of sentence fragments that are people's thoughts and just like random noir sentences.
It's just a breakdown into madness as you go along. Anyway, I unlocked my moment of
I don't
truth.
know. I mean, just like this is like one of the panels, right? The driver hits the brakes too late, going too fast. The bridge shakes. Listen to the rending metal and clattering glass. Right? That's it. Like there's a whole page, right? The rest of the page, there's 2 pages now. 2 pages now. 1 speech bubble, and the speech bubble is just no dash dash. Just pages and pages of nobody talking and just like sentence fragment thoughts.
So
anyway, so that was a nice scene, right?
It was a nice
did you guys
scene.
have anything else to discuss? I guess were you gonna bring up to him?
I don't think so, but I do think that with this Gene Poindexter incident, Peggy Milton bringing him a member of the crew that saved him, in addition to these records and chill out session, would be something that he is appealing to him. So yeah, we got Harlan Thacker behind me while I'm knocking on this door with these records at the Poindexter residence.
And Echo, maybe Echo as well, or is it just like you're pretty strict about she's a?
I think
work friend only.
If it might be an interesting comic book thing if I didn't tell her my identity, but she kind of followed Harlan Thacker today, and then she's like, "Why is he hanging out with this weird middle schooler or junior? Or I'm 15 and probably in high school. Yeah, why is Harlan Thacker hanging out with this weird mundane high schooler? Might be a thing, Darren.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can come to have you like see me change into Vermin, and you're like, "Oh shit, I found out who you are."
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you.
Because
yeah, so
I'm
I mean,
the kind of person who would be really curious about how life has changed in 100 years. So she'll always be probably like
Yeah, maybe it wasn't even a matter of spying on what Aeon's doing. Maybe she's just out looking at the weird city that it is now and sees you guys out there.
Yeah, I think it is.
Technically, has she seen sunlight?
Yeah, her original life was over 100 ago.
Yeah, so it was before the sun going out.
It was
basically.
before there were heroes like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There like Halcyon City, there have always been larger than real life things, but starting with the Dawn Age is when bots of people with superpowers and crazy technologies started running around.
Yeah.
Weird way, Joan Constance is kind of the way to do the Buck Rogers of this setting.
Yeah.
Have someone from the past be thrown into this future.
Well, they have the innocent,
fantastic.
literally.
Yeah, that's
Is
true.
that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, you're probably floating through the city and you notice the very iconic face of Harlan Thacker because he's got the distinct like cheekbones and nose.
Yeah.
So, what are
All
the
right.
files, by the way, before we like get into it, so I can.
Oh, the records. It's like jazz music.
Oh, records, man! Like to me, you
Yeah,
have like
like,
phonograph records. To me, I was thinking that you're like you've got like a Manila folder.
I'm wearing a beige trench coat. I'm gonna blow his mind.
No,
But,
dude, this
you know,
has-
I
this
just
is
wrote
like-
it off as
this-
well, okay, maybe he likes to do research. I don't know.
I mean, there's no video games in this setting, so we're probably gonna listen to fucking just some teenage
Weird wax cylinders and shit that you let a needle scratch on.
Yeah, it's kind of like braille on a cylinder, and it gets will crank the hand crank, and it plays it.
Mhm.
I think that in this world, though, the fidelity is much better than that technology ever got to. It's probably not digital quality. It's we're getting towards like records,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Some
probably
snobs
have
tell you
comic
it sounds
books too, or like he has games that you play. Like you
Oh,
guys are
dime
in chess
store
club.
pulps.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have like in that case maybe I have like a board game I'm holding, and then like on top of that there's a few issues of like the Invincible Bulwark.
Yeah.
Oh snap, that's gonna be awkward. But yeah, you see these Harlan walking with this nerdy girl who's just got like a handful of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harlan's probably carrying like a bag of food snack things.
I think I'm gonna like to come up behind them, and Echo doesn't do this on purpose, but because her body isn't fully corporeal all the time, she's the kind of person who doesn't. The best way I ever heard it described is that she doesn't push air in front of her. So like a lot of the time people wouldn't notice that she's there until she's right up behind them.
Yeah.
So yeah, so she'll just.
So is that
walk
what you do?
behind
You
them.
just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll walk up right behind you and say hello, Harlan.
I think Peggy is like and she like drops the board game. And
Yeah, there be Echo. She's like a ghost.
Yeah.
It's just appeared behind you.
So
yeah, I like turn around and I'm a little pissed because I got spooked, but I gotta keep the persona up. I'm like, oh my god, you're Echo from that group that's going around, and you hang out with Harlan, right? When you do hero stuff. Oh my god, and I try to hug you.
Yeah.
Do I go through you, or are you corporeal?
No, yeah, I'm corporeal, but my body is going to be cold.
Yeah, I like shiver.
It's
Yeah.
creepy. But it is.
Yeah, and so I say, oh, I'm sorry, and I help you pick up the thing, and what I have been carrying in my hand is like a copy of a book. So like what I would have probably been doing, I would have been coming from the library where I've been trying to research witchcraft and stuff. But I always get it mixed up. Like for instance, I came away with a book that is this world's equivalent of Buffy the Vampire Slayer instead of an actual arcane text.
She can't fully tell the difference between the fiction and the fantasy
Ooh,
stuff.
very almost outsider. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just I start picking up the board game and stuff, and I'm just like, well, if you wanted to hang out, I mean, I was here visiting my friend Gene Poindexter, and hey, two masks instead of one would make him pretty excited, but he might be a little shy.
Oh, your friend. That sounds like fun. I like meeting new people.
Yeah, I would also kind of like to just pierce the mask of Joan Constance, because I think Peggy might be a little put off that
Yeah.
Echo just happens to be here.
Yeah.
May I do that?
You're a little sus about it, sure.
Yeah. All right.
Peggy's in a paranoid state of mind these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the pierce the mask.
Right. So you get some questions I can answer.
What do you want me to do?
Honestly, really honestly, right now, I want you to be somewhere else. because seeing Harlan, I kind of wanted to ask him again if he found out anything new about my situation.
Okay, so like, so maybe like while we're talking, you kind of just like keep glancing over at Harlan, and I kind of get the idea of like, oh, she wants to be alone with him.
Yeah.
How? So in terms of that, uh, so you kind of just want to ask him about the history, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
How can I gain influence over you?
That is a good question.
Would it maybe
You
be like
can-
revealing my secret identity, or
You can help me fit in better. Because,
okay?
yeah, she's
Yeah.
still. What she can do, she can.
Oh, I was muted. Hold on though. Like, real quick though, it's important to remember what influence means. Influence means that you care about what the character with influence thinks about you. It's
Yes.
that simple. So that's all. You know, how could
Yeah.
you, Peggy, be somebody, right, that you care about? How, like, could maybe if she showed that she had some understanding, like if she pointed out, like, oh, if you're trying to learn about magic, that is not that's fiction. That's a storybook, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't. If she was willing to help you with your problem, maybe
Yeah.
she could gain influence.
I'm
Stuff
trying,
like
I'm trying to figure out how to tie
Yeah.
it to my team move. So when I share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, give them influence over me, and ask if they honestly think there's hope for me. So I'm thinking that one of my vulnerabilities or weaknesses is that I really stand out. So my clothes would still be like really old style clothes, that kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah. So I think, and then I guess the third question is, how could I get your character to hang out with us?
Honestly,
Even though you want
All-
Harlan Thacker to be alone,
yeah.
how could I convince you to just spend the day with us instead?
honestly,
Doing
all
kid
you
stuff.
have to do is to appear to be genuinely interested in having me around. Because I do want to talk to Harlan, but there is also this drive to to be around people and to make new friends. Which is why
Yeah,
I was
okay,
excited
so
today about going and see Point.
Yeah, I think Peggy is kind of like taken all this information in. She is very mundane, so she kind of has a good grasp of people. And I'm just like, hey, Echo, your real name, what was it again that I read in the paper or the crier said? Isn't it Joan? You should hang out with us, and then maybe later we could go shopping, and I could tell you all about the fashion from nowadays and help you out with that.
That would be wonderful. I've been having some trouble with that. Joan Constance, nice to meet you. So she reaches out her hand and does a dainty little curtsy.
Yeah, I smile and shake your hand and say, Peggy Milton.
It is very nice to meet you, Peggy.
Sweet. Yeah. So has this door been opened in the interim?
Well, yeah, I think Jean's mom has answered. Well, I imagine this happened like a block or two earlier, and now instead of the two of you, it's the three of you on the slope.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And yeah, Mrs. Poindexter opens the door. It's like, oh, hi, Peggy. Who's your friends?
This is Harlan.
She's looking at them kind of strangely because they look strange.
Yeah, I'm like,
Tattoos on her face, and the other girl has like creepy eyes.
Yes.
Like, just in a way, she can't quite figure out what's wrong with this girl, but she's creepy.
That's exactly
I'm just like, hey,
the
this
thing,
this is Harlan Thacker. He goes to the magic school, and this is Joan Constance. She's from out of town, and we're here to hang out with Jean because I feel bad I haven't really been around lately.
Well, Jean is upstairs. You know, go on up, kids.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we swoos on up there, and I knock on Jean's door, and I'm like, Jean, we're here to hang out, buddy. I got Bulwark
there's
issue
like,
7.
There's like a delay. It's like, that's cool. Hold on.
Does he sound like worried?
No, not worried. He's like, I don't know. But you are kind of
We
suspicious
can come
of
back
him
in like
right
5 or 10 minutes if you really need it.
now. So just a second. There's like crash.
Oh yeah, if there's a crash, I think I'll be the boy to break the politeness, and I open the door.
Will we
There's
be
like
talking
some
to Steve?
kind of I don't know. I guess it's like the equivalent of Legos in this world. It's like was the dome of the Parliament building, and he was like on a stool, and he's like fallen over, and like half of it is crashed and busted up. And he's like, "Oh!" And he's like, looks up at you, and one of them is sticking in his forehead. He's like, "Hey, what? What's up?"
Hey, I brought Harlan from that hero group that's going around and his new friend. I thought it might be cool if we hung out with them because they seem pretty cool.
How do you? He's like plucks the thing off, and he's like getting up out of the pile of broken plastic bricks.
Yeah,
How do you know these people, Peggy?
I'm acting real coy and like I'm smiling and I'm just like, oh, you know me, I'm real popular.
Yeah, no, you're not, because
I
we're
know.
not popular.
I'm acting real too cool for school, and I'm just like, hey, I swung it okay. I saw Harlan hanging out outside of some store, and I went up and introduced myself, and I said, hey, I got this cool nerdy friend that loves you guys. You saved him a few weeks ago, and here he is. He's got the new edition after that Dead Knight guy went away. Come on, man, this would be so cool. We're hanging out with these cool heroes.
A dick. I agree.
It's such an honor to meet a master craftsman.
I guess. What are you trying to do? Like, we can't really hang out here. Look, I've got this kind of construction area right now. But
This
we
is
could go.
not what I would have expected. It's
What do you mean?
interesting, but
And it's like, it's ridiculous. This isn't like a model. He's got like schematics, blueprints. I don't think this world it's blueprints. It's probably like a yellow rolled up scroll that he's got weighted down on his desk, and like paint buckets. Like, dude, Peggy, there's no way he owned all of these before, right? He's bought bricks to do this thing.
Yeah, this is out of the ordinary even for him. So I think I would like to pierce the mask and do a double. What are you really planning, Gene? I'm assuming he's like making a blueprint of the city so he can like be a better.
Yeah, he's definitely like planning some shit, like on a mask level. Since you've been like putting 2 and 2 together for a while now, this is like things only masks do.
Yeah, what does he intend to do?
There's definitely something going on involving the parliamentary building that he needs to know its layout for that reason, right? He intends to enact some type of plan there.
How could I get his character to include me in these plans?
I guess it's not even a guarantee, but if you wanted to try, you would definitely have to bring him into the full knowledge of yourself, and like, I guess that would also mean that he knows that you're involved with these people, right? Like, you have a team of people that he could work with, perhaps.
That is also how I asked how I could gain influence over him last session too, so that's cool. So you guys are like looking at his stuff and looking at this building, and there's like a awkwardly long silence, and he's just like, yeah, well, we should like go down to, I don't know, what would we call some kind of like hobby shop, a place for people to hang out, where you guys can play the game that you brought.
Dougal's hobbies.
Dougal.
McDougal.
Or just Dougal.
Does the thing he's working on, right? So basically a Lego construction. Did part of it break when that the crash we heard?
Yeah, and half the parliament shattered into little Lego bits.
Yeah, he was built. Yeah, he like tipped over and like knocked out a support, and like a corner of it has kind of broke off, and yeah, it kind of has made it look like the dome has collapsed on one side, as if it were real.
In Lawrence's fictional setting, this would devalue it greatly.
What I have in mind is that Echo is going to be curious, so she's going to pick up the piece and put it back into place. But because she can phase in and out, she can touch only that piece without knocking anything else out of place. So I'm thinking that might be a unleash powers.
Sure. So what? So sorry. What exactly are you trying? You want to grab like a singular piece of it out from?
I wanna like
Yeah.
put back.
I don't think that's that big a deal. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think you need to unleash your powers. That's kind of just.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not really overcoming an obstacle.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in a small way, but it's not that big of an obstacle I would consider to actively oppose you.
Yeah. So she.
This is kind of what I imagine is the deal a little bit, right? Like this domed thing, lots of arches,
Right.
multiple like.
Oh, you link that in the
to it.
PM?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Copies and paste. Though. It was because I was looking at that Batman link that I had sent you earlier. Because I don't know.
Cool.
Maybe I forgot to link it.
So.
Alright.
So the way the structure is, like how if you're building the inside pieces, you're not always able to get your hands through to put the Legos inside.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's just
Sure.
gonna see me stick my hand straight through the side of the thing and begin fixing Legos inside that fell out of place.
Oh.
Yeah.
And all the
I mean,
I'm
this
just,
is
and it's totally normal for me, and I'm just gonna be complimenting him and saying, "This is expert work. You must have spent
It's
many
like,
hours on this."
oh, thanks. He's like looking at you guys. He's like, yeah, well, I mean, if we're gonna do this, let's do it. And he starts like grabs up the scroll real quick and like puts it in this drawer. And it's like, hey, let's get on, go to Dougal's. Come on. I don't know what the game is. I imagine the game is kind of a version of like Hero Quest, like a cheapy D&D, right? You roll it and you're like fighting monsters, going through levels of a dungeon.
So I'll
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just now, I talked to him. Have you ever had a girlfriend? Like talking.
He's my friend.
Like Harlan.
I mean, in a romantic context.
Have you?
Why?
I don't know.
And he's just like, let's
I
go. We can talk and walk.
I feel like there's potential wasted here, and just
Like,
I don't know. I'm looking at this. It's like the amount of detail. It's just, man.
Yeah, I think I punch you in the arm, and I'm like, I give you a mean nasty face when he's not looking, and I'm just like, don't poke that beehive. Yeah, we go to Dougal's.
cool. Yeah, there's like kids abound. People are buying junk food and like it's like a combination.
Rock candy and what was it? Popped corn with caramel on it. And
It's like a place where people can be at and play games, and they'll sell you food and whatnot while you're doing so. And
what was the thing back in the day? What they had instead of soda pop? Sarsaparilla.
sarsaparilla,
Yeah.
tonic.
whatever the fuck that shit was. I think it's actually root beer, but
Well, it's similar. It is not made with the same thing that root beer is made with.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're sitting at a table playing the Mazes of Mahazrid, and I'm wearing a blue wizard hat with the white stars, getting into character.
Gene has like wrapped tinfoil around a like book and is using it like is holding it on his forearm like a shield.
Yeah. What do you guys think about this nerd shit going on?
No, this is awesome.
no, I
I
spent too much time at magic school.
Is Joan Constance playing like a dwarf barbarian in the game, even though she's like a pretty girl? She's just like playing like full near open shield. Yeah.
Like full near charges, full near passion.
I'll roll with it. I put my big black coat over my face to look like a thief. There you go. Just
Nice.
All right. Yeah, you guys are definitely playing the Maze of Malhazard for a while, but I don't know. Do you take this opportunity to do any social finagling? I don't know. Are we just hanging out?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be like, I'm still fascinated by the thing he built, so I'm gonna really ask him like, well, maybe you, so like if there's a scene where we visit a castle, I'm like, well, maybe you should build a castle, or just keep mentioning his brickwork.
He's just like, yeah, sure. He brushes it off every time. He's like, guys, Sometimes a man just wants to build some Legos.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, Gene. Sometimes a boy in his room needs to just get something out of his system, and that's what you're doing.
Hey, I don't question why Harlan had taken the time to cover his body in eye tattoos. I just accept him for who he is. I don't know. He's just like awkwardly trying to deflect from the whole Lego thing that you guys are stuck on.
So what do you do besides Legos?
I mean, where I go to school, we play on the chess team, but she doesn't show up really anymore.
I'm sorry. Well, I was there for the tournament, even though I missed all the practices.
Yeah, I mean, you were, but I wasn't there, though. I know. I was busy being talked to by the wardens because of being kidnapped.
Ooh, too real, too real.
Yeah, I thank
Right.
you for that again, by the way, Harlan. That was pretty awesome how you were able to overcome his magical power.
Aww.
I was going through some problems that actually I don't think I would have gotten as far as I did if it weren't for Vermin or Grey Jay at the time helping me.
Yeah, like
I just want to say these eyes, they're not. I don't do them because they look cool. I mean, granted, they look fucking sick, but like there is an actual purpose, and you really don't want to see them not be on.
I roll a 20, and I say, "Yeah, fireball!"
I point. He was like, "You see, if the eyes were gone, that can happen."
Yeah, it's like when you take a powerful blow and it flares out of control. It's kind of like the sorcerer table in 5th edition.
Yeah, there we go. The chaos. I'm a chaos sorcerer without the damn things.
Yeah,
Alright.
Wild mage, yeah.
hold on, this is interesting though. You are telling him a weakness, kind of, right? That your eye, like if you were to not have the eyes, your powers would be out of control. That's one of your moves as a Nova. If you tell them when you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, if you tell them how they could stop you if it came down to it, give them influence over you and clear a condition.
Yeah, that doesn't really stop. That just kind of that would just make the problems worse. But I guess.
Well, no, that's not true. When you say tell them how they could stop you if it came down to it, you are now creating a kryptonite in the fiction. You are now saying this is how you stop me.
Oh, yeah.
that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So
let's take the Nova.
like this is now saying yes, you are a uncontrollable nova of energy, but
just I mean, if you use the right, suppose if you get enough eyes, both real and fake, on me, I become kind of useless. I suppose if you use magic on me as a form of perception, I guess. If you draw enough eyes, I can't do anything.
So did this kind of start as you just like very very dryly describing this like matter of factly, but like as you've been thinking about it more, you're kind of like, man, I kind of should tell these people how to stop me, and it's like very serious now.
And like I look at them, and it's just, yeah. Just in case whatever happens. Where you get me or where you find me, draw eyes.
and why
all around me.
is that?
I don't know. It's, well, again, I gotta think. I've worked with my Maester,
Master Nolan.
Master. Like I go with it. I'm like mumbling that sort of thing. He has the theory that I suppose the magic, when it's like there's certain symbolism to being seen, I guess, to being perceived, and when it's not, there's nothing there. Just anything can happen, and anything on a big enough on a cosmic scale, or on, well, I suppose that anything can literally happen, and that's never a good thing for a place that wants to keep things the way it is.
Being seen isn't a bad thing.
Sweet. So I think he just gave
quick and dirty
influence
way to stop me.
I think just perhaps there's just something about the magical symbol of the eye that is what is it capable of binding the Summa Virtute.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. But you explain, I mean, to the best of your knowledge, right? Harlan doesn't have to fully understand it, but maybe this is what Nolan explained to you. Just that the symbol of the eye is the key to sealing away this power.
Yeah.
Which either literally eyes or drawings representation of eyes, no matter what, it would be fine. Cool. So that's the thing, right? Like if you need to stop him, then you need to create eyes.
Yeah.
Like
So-
Peggy actually is a fantastic foil to Harlan. She can just make a bunch of rodents appear and stare at him.
Yeah.
An audience.
It's like, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna say the magic is all based around like what I can kind of get away with. And less people around, the more I can get away with, I guess. Like it would
Very
be harder and
interesting.
harder to act for this stuff to thing.
That's
Yeah.
also a interesting thing that like you were able to fight the Mirror Maker's magic's way better because it was just in a low population abandoned area. It might not work out so well for you.
This is the equivalent of when you're in a public bathroom and you can't pee at the urinal because other people are there.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
magic equivalent.
He's got weak magic kidneys. He's got shy magic kidneys.
So are you giving influence to just Gene Poindexter or everyone here? Is the question.
I mean, you guys already have influence over
Indeed.
Gene.
Yeah.
Additionally, does.
But this is, I mean, yeah, this was between. I think everybody has heard what you have said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you share it with someone, tell them it's give them influence over you and clear a condition. So you can give influence to multiple thems, but you only clear a condition.
Yeah.
So it's up to Lawrence here how he's playing it. But if
Not
they
just everyone already has influence over me. All right,
Yeah.
right, and if
re-give
you
them-
were to give it to all of them, I would also not do multiple stat shifts. I'd say you guys would like agree upon one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, I guess that's
no, wait a minute. It
that's-
just says no. It just says.
Yeah, but if somebody who
clarification.
has influence gets influence, they shift your label right then and there.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So
I guess Gene has influence over me, so you guys can choose what you want me to be.
what do you think, Joan? Do you think that we should shift his like his freak up because he's kind of like telling us how to handle his powers, so maybe he can use them a little bit more safely now?
My freak is
Well,
already at
you-
3. Just
Well,
Okay.
it's fine. You can.
I was thinking, since he shared a weakness, would that make him more normal?
Maybe his mundane should go up, yeah,
Yeah.
and then maybe his like his danger should go down because he's not as much of a danger because he's shared this vulnerability with us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Very
to me.
true.
Sure. All right. So yeah, we have agreed to shift your mundane up and your danger down.
okay. Now I am -1 in both.
Sweet.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so
I
sorry,
have
dude.
freak -1 danger, freak 3, savior 2, superior 0, and mundane -1.
Hey
Well,
man, you can save
coming
people. You
back.
can unleash your powers. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're coming back. It's cool. All right.
So,
So,
yeah,
that was cool. We were.
I got rid of afraid anyway in terms of the conditions because
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know, like I fear loss of control, and now some people at least know way to keep me from
Yeah.
breaking things too bad.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that'll
Okay.
counteract having your danger lowered. So yeah, you came out of that pretty good.
Okay. Now,
Alright.
like I look at all of them, they just realize he's like, I'm gonna go for a walk, and, enjoy your game. Just
Okay. Yeah, I
The
think
thief stealths away.
I think I turned to Joan and I'm just like, hey, maybe you should go talk to him. It seems like he's kind of going through some emotional stuff. Me and Gene can
Continue.
clean up the game.
It was
Maybe you
really
should go
fun.
talk to Harlan.
Yeah, it was really fun playing with Eugene. I hope to see more of your building later on.
Sweet.
Sure.
I will
He's
catch up with you
like,
later.
yeah,
Great.
never
For me.
is cool about that. He wishes that you guys would have waited.
Yeah. So I'm gonna catch up to Harlan.
So capitalize on my moment with Gene in solidarity.
Cool. I got a bathroom real quick.
Sure.
Oh, this is
Sweet.
Thing.
I have a good idea what I
Yeah, we haven't even gotten into the stuff yet, and already we have cool drama going on with our.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how long it's going to take you to figure out that I am Vermin. That'll be an interesting thing to see how long it takes for me to either reveal it to you or have it be revealed to you upon accident.
Yeah, that is going to be a something to look out for, because what I want to do, I don't want her to be so naive for forever. I mean, I do want her to grow up kind of quickly, so I'm gonna have to do that gracefully.
I think the kind of seriousness of villain stuff will probably sober you up a little bit, or sober Joan up a little bit, right? And she'll be kind of on the level, even if she does have these kind of old views of the world.
Yeah.
Would be cool to see.
That will be cool to see. I'm looking at my what's this legacy?
God damn it! Why the fuck do they have to put the swamps?
I'm trying to maneuver Gene to be our oracle though. I want that to happen because he's the nerd. He's not like he's not dangerous. He's not but he's got the knowledge. He's got the all that bullshit going on. So I kind of want him to be our, if I can manage it, like our dude who's like, this is all the database entry stuff for this villain. Maybe you can do something with this.
He'll be like our Felicity.
Yeah, he'll be like our Siri, I guess. I don't know.
That's awesome.
I want it so bad.
Because every team needs that.
Yeah.
Every team needs a nerd.
Yeah.
Oh,
pretty much.
No, well, actually, no. That sounds about right.
You need brains and you need brawn.
I should see if I can find pictures for I think this is a good picture for Abigail Trench. And then let's see if I can find something in my folder for Gene. Probably not. I probably don't have a picture. Just a nerd. I can go on Pinterest though.
The picture for Vermin, is that Velma?
Who? That girl. I just I have a big folder that I had for like Apocalypse World character, just like art. And I just kind of looked in my folder for females to pull something up. Not sure what that's from.
Yeah, it really reminds me of the girl from Scooby Doo.
Oh, Daphne.
Daphne was the.
Kind of looks like.
Yeah, Daphne was.
Daphne is the hot one. Right. Velma's the one who's the nerd, and is secretly. Yeah, Velma's patrician. She's secretly hotter than Daphne, but no one knows.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Lawrence. She's just gotta take off her glasses, man.
Oh yeah.
She's gotta scruff up her hair, take off her glasses. It's the 80s trope.
Dude, by the way, those movies.
Oh, the 16 Candles and shit. Jake's been watching all these 80s movies like Breakfast Club and shit, and he's lamenting that they are shit.
Cool.
They send bad messages to kids, man. Molly Ringwald's character in these movies is like never a good person. She's just a cold bitch who just wants to get what she gets, right? She wants to get what she wants. And it's killing me, dog, because it's like these movies affected a generation.
It's some guy's giant scream into the void about PM.
Why does he have to be the like weird like sexy drawings? Like, oh, so cute, and he's blushing. Oh, I hate, dude.
It's comic books. They're all attractive.
They don't look like that in comic books. They don't blush like they're being looked at by somebody they have a crush on. That's why they draw it like that, because they want to have someone look at them like that.
Yeah.
Are you saying the art I used for Peggy Milton's not good?
Is she blushing in that? Not really.
Yeah, it's kind of the same kind of like happy face though.
No, there's a distinct difference.
Yeah. Anyway.
One of them is because somebody has romantic ideas while drawing. The other one is just like seems like a digital artist trying to pad out their folder.
Yeah, true.
I mean, not that the Peggy picture is bad. I just think that it's not got the emotional weight that this one has going on.
You won't take this from me, Jake. The Gene Poindexter's he's gonna show everybody that the dude can do it too. If you take your glasses off and you scruff up your hair, you can.
But see, even with the glasses on, he's already like not bad looking. So I don't know what you're talking about. See, this is.
But glasses are for nerds, Jake.
Whatever.
Not anymore.
This is how I'm
Glasses
picturing
are
it.
no longer for nerds. For nerds only. Glasses are cool now.
Yeah. So I just typed nerd guy into Pinterest. You're kind of right. It's all the same shit. Like, like fucking
They're all they're all
husbandos.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool to see what he looks like. Who was the original Poindexter? What was that character?
I think Poindexter's
it's just actually it's a real
it's a real last name. Yeah, I think a senator was what like caused people to start.
There is.
Context. Yeah.
But we also have a NASA astronaut from 1998, Alan G. Poindexter.
Mm. I think Poindexter's a cool name.
Yeah.
Just because of the mythology that has it has now as like the nerd name.
Yeah.
How about this? You think you're gonna make this guy sexy by scruffing up his hair and taking off his glasses?
That's another. This guy has a very bad haircut for what he's working with.
Ooh,
he styled it that way. That's a choice.
I know. He loves it. Yeah, all right. That's Gene Poindexter. You got it.
But that is a Google search of Poindexter. That's what brought it out.
But is he trying to get closer to Vermin?
Yeah. I think if that guy had a different haircut, got contact lenses, and grew a little bit of beard scruff, he'd probably look pretty good.
Maybe.
Oh, that is actually a character from the movie Revenge of the Nerd, named Poindexter.
I wonder what his actor looks like. Poindexter, Revenge of the Nerds. Who are you played by? Timothy Busfield. Let's see what this guy looks like.
Oh, right, yeah, because in real life he'd look cooler. Or try to.
This is him not at that age, but I mean he can just look normal if he wants to.
Yeah.
I think very few people in this world are truly ugly. They just make aesthetically wrong choices.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
You're looking at a professional actor.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Like, everybody, like, doesn't... They're just, like, ugly people. And then they're film ugly.
I think most people who are ugly are film ugly, though. I think there are very few.
I don't agree,
people.
dude. I don't know. You must be seeing some attractive cute. There are gross people in this world, dude.
But again, a lot of that comes down to choices. You know, people can be less gross.
Guess.
Yeah, like Steve Buscemi when he's not even movie ugly, right? But I think if he like dresses himself up right and he like has the right haircut, he actually looks pretty cool.
I mean, we are gonna start playing the game. This game. Let's start playing this game.
So if this guy didn't have the stupid hair color difference between his hair and his beard,
You're gonna. No, dude, he's still gonna have that.
I'm
nose
trying
and
my
that
I'm
mouth.
trying my best here. If he
He just needs.
okay, what he needs to do is shave his head and then have sunglasses on all the time. That way he would look cool then.
He needs to go to dentist and even out some of the teeth, and that will help.
Yeah. See, if my consciousness was transferred in that body tomorrow, I'd just shave my head, grow my beard out even further, wear circle sunglasses. I'd look like a fucking baller. I'd have like a black leather jacket. I'd look cool.
There's a person I saw kind of like that. Yeah, I'll probably never find it again.
You ever do that with people you think are just not doing themselves any favors with how they dress? You're like, if my brain was uploaded in this body tomorrow, what would I do? I kind of do that sometimes.
Not really. I don't think about facial or people's aesthetics very much.
A lot of the time I'm trying to figure out what to do with this body. There's no time to worry about others.
Hey man, I see your Roll20 picture. You ain't got no problems whatsoever. You ain't allowed to be no self-conscious. You got your generally handsome dude face going on. You motherfucker.
I'm in that spot where I can make good decisions or bad decisions. So yeah, I don't have to do much to look really sharp. So I am lucky that way.
Yeah. What about dude? I just googled ugly people because I wanted to like try to find some people. This guy, I think this guy actually kind of looks awesome. He's pulling it off.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to avoid just fat or bad hair. Like, it has to be, their face just has to be really, and also people that don't, like, ugly people that aren't having some sort of like birth defect is also very important.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to lean more towards your idea, Ryan, that like most people aren't really that ugly. It's just that they have done things like people who look really haggard because they lose teeth and shit. Yeah. Because
and also like they want to be a different way than what they are, and we go. Yeah.
Here's one.
Oh man.
Okay.
It's just an ugly woman.
So her teeth aren't doing her any favors. She probably needs to go to the dentist.
But she still is like far set. She's just got like this weird face shape. No,
she needs
I'm just saying.
Hairstyle. The hairstyle doesn't match her
Yeah.
face.
I think she is in like the minority though, right? Of like not a lot of people are truly like that. But I do feel for the people who are. I think it sucks. But rising.
See, this guy, here's one that is like, this guy could fix himself up. But he looked real bad.
Dude, if he shaved off all that bullshit and then just like
didn't smile like that, didn't smile like he was a predator animal.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe even if he shaved off his facial hair, right, and he just did the entire buzz cut and then like wore just like formal casual attire, like casual Friday at an office, he'd probably look pretty good.
He has to go like full hipster. He has to do a kind of Steve Jobs kind of thing, and he'll be
he'd actually be pretty dapper.
Yeah.
Look at this woman's face. Who cares about her body, but look at her face.
It's big. It's just so big.
Look at that. Look at her face. Why does she look like that?
I want to go up to her and just say, "Take it easy, homie."
It's the face that's had a hard life.
I wonder if Lawrence will ever come back.
Maybe he had to actually do his job tonight.
Aww.
He is. Yeah, he is offline even.
Yeah, he was hoping that
check it.
Sunday crowd would be.
Hello, potion seller. I am going into battle and require only a strongest potion.
Oh man.
Here is the thing.
I feel kind of mean to him. doing
didn't
this,
Google,
but
I
I mean,
didn't Google ugly people. I googled ugly teeth, and
okay.
yeah, there
Look
are.
at
Oh, dude, he's got a hat fade. That's not
Hair
ugly.
is made into a hat.
That's not ugliness. That's just a lifestyle decision. He's like, you know what? I don't need romance. I'm just gonna be
Genius.
fucking Diogenes.
Imagine the resources you'd have to pull that off. You'd have to
Have you guys
a
ever
barber that you trust.
Yeah.
You'd have to have
And he
a
he
head of hair, and you'd have to have like
yeah
a brass
he
hair.
probably. I'm assuming this guy, like, when he has a full afro, it probably looks fucking awesome. But no, dude, he just cut it down to a hat. He just has a fucking hat hair. A literal hat hair, not bad hair from a hat. He has hair that is shaped like a hat.
Like every morning he has to reshape the bill, uncrumple it.
I think that guy has a birth defect because his
Damn it.
skull is fragmented.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's just visit.
That's either
Robert
that's either a
Hodge.
birth defect or an accident. Like he got chopped in the face or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Oh,
bad
dude.
reconstructive surgery or something.
So
What if I woke up-
where I write.tv/Robert Hodge. Robert Hodge has worked as a journalist, speechwriter, science communicator for the CSIRO, and political advisor to the former Queensland Premier and Deputy Premier. He's like a genius or something.
Oh my god. What would you guys do if you were just like playing video games or something at like 8 p.m.
Uh-huh.
and you went over into the bathroom because your face got kind of itchy and you're like, oh, I should check that out, and you fucking look in the mirror and it's like, you see this and it whispers, don't call the hospital, I want to live. What would you guys do?
Oh
I'd
my
smash it into the mirror,
God.
You'd smash your own face into the mirror.
but it would get most of the impact first,
Yeah.
and it would die probably, right?
Yeah, it gets a shard of glass in its little baby brain and it's like,
And then I run to the hospital.
that's a good mental image.
So...
I don't
just-
know. I feel like a lot of times we
You go into
talk-
survival mode and you execute your
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah, a lot of times we talk about these scenarios, and I think most people are not expecting me to have a plan. But no,
Yeah.
I'm ready for anything.
It's like, you know, how do you begin to come up with something to do about that?
See,
I
you're-
just do.
I'm assuming in your head, right? Like, there's even still some hesitation, right? Like, ah, shit. But in my head, when you said that, it's just like you see it and it's like, please don't call the hospital. You're like, and then you just like Marine run out of your house and you go to the hospital. You're like, excuse
Yeah.
me, I've had an incident. I need to get in a room.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man.
I need surgery immediately. The worst has happened.
I've just defeated a monster.
Like
No,
what's
I
gonna
need
be
it
wrong with
removed
this
from my
guy's
flesh.
vision? Like he's only going to be seen out of his right eye, and the left eye is totally the other thing's possession now, or is he like seeing two different views merged into one?
Oh, are you asking is this dude seeing out of the baby eyes, or is that a different entity? I think it's a
Yeah.
different entity because it has its own little brain
And
there.
it has absorbed his eye.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So he's not gonna get an eye. He's gonna have one eye. But I don't care anymore. I don't. This is we're already too far gone past that. We need to deal
Yeah.
with the now.
And then
that's
I would
the
say-
baby thing being dead.
So after you get it surgically removed and you have like half your face is just that, I think the aesthetic choice, right, would be to just like wear like mummy wraps on your face and be like a mysterious
Oh,
mummy
dude,
wrap.
I'm gonna get a Phantom of the Opera
Yeah,
half
I
mask.
would rock
Oh,
Phantom
dude, you're gonna be
Opera
misery.
all day. all day,
Yeah,
day.
dude.
Phantom of the Opera.
That would be fucking cool. And if people ask you like, "Hey, why are you wearing that hipster shit?" and you're just like, "I literally am deformed under it," they would be cool. You get clout, you get street cred.
No, just do the Deadpool reveal. Just rip off the mask and scream at him.
I think half your face being like destroyed is very like people don't even necessarily see that as ugly if you're like very dramatic Greek tragedy about it like that.
Maybe. I don't know.
That would be so
But-
much work, though. You'd have
If
to-
I Harvey Dent, yeah. Sorry to interrupt. If I like Harvey Dent style, just like had half my face like zombified, right? And I did
Yeah.
wear that Greek tragedy half mask, and like I was mostly just like normal, but like when people ask me about it, I get all like contemplative, just like, oh, I've been robbed of my youthful beauty.
Yeah.
Oh, this cruel world has taken my face from me. People would probably be like, holy shit, yo. So that's some movie shit. People
Tragic
want
pathos.
people want
would be so-
that main character shit happening in
You
the,
would
in the real.
get so much attention off of that you would have to keep that up 24/7.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It would have consumed me.
Yeah.
Ironically, what should
You'd
have
be
robbed me of
lost
my
to the mask.
Yeah.
what should have robbed me of my vanity and made me see that people are more than just their looks has actually done wonders for my persona
Yeah.
and has made me
Christ,
more vain.
sorry.
Oh no, that's okay.
What's up, Lawrence?
Did you deal with that truck?
Yeah, no, I don't know why I went to take a piss and I was, what is wrong with that man's face?
Baby's grown out of it.
Why does that man turn his hair into a hat?
So it's the new that's the new villain we're fighting in Brightstone. He's Hat Man.
All right, no, just
So
all right.
we were on an ugly tip, and
I put forth the idea that very few people are truly ugly. It's just their aesthetic decisions, and Jake was like,
just
"No, my
put a
friend."
bag over
It wasn't the talent that accepted
put a bag over the
thing.
model chick. She's actually pretty hot.
No.
Yeah, she's got her.
I don't even think her face is probably that bad when she's not making that face. I just was like, why is she making that face?
Some people when
Wait,
they
is that Harry Potter in the beginning? Gene Poindexter looks like
It
Harry
was a
Potter,
little
all right.
bit of some Harry Potter husbando imagery.
And
but
then
then
we
we
got
went on
another Barbie girl. No
Poindexter
problem with that.
and then we went on to ugly people.
Vermin needs her harem, man. Jean needs
A
to
harem
just
of
be-
ugly people.
No, dude, Gene Poindexter's that Tumblr blush man, and we got Grey J.
Tumblr
No.
blush
We got
man.
Helen
the
Thacker.
fat man
We-
with the D hat.
Yeah.
That's not helping. Like, I
We-
bet you he's not going to get any luck, but he's going to have a better shot if he doesn't have that stupid fucking douchebag hat on.
Yeah.
No, dude,
that
I think the
woman-
douchebag hat makes it better. I think he rocks that douchebag hat. I think he's got the face for
I
it, where he
feel
just kind of looks pissed
horrible
off.
for the woman
looks like
beneath him because he looks like she looks like she can make keys with her fucking teeth.
Yeah.
I think the fat dude with the hat, if he vapes, if he listens to Insane Clown Posse, that's what he actually should be doing.
Yeah, I think
his-
the dude.
his only
Is it a
chance
hat?
in
Oh,
life
it is a
is to-
hat. I thought it was a bandana.
His
No,
only chance in life is to hook up with juggalos. All right, that's.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Okay,
his only chance. I
uh,
think that's where he would rule.
That's
I
where
think
he-
Let's see.
that-
This
that can
this
be-
black dude looks like he has male pattern baldness, but he's just making
See that
shit
guy.
longer.
That guy we were saying isn't even ugly. He's just fucking up his own shit. Because if he shaved off his
Like,
hair,
if he shaved it all off, yeah, no, he'd be fine.
yeah.
Yeah, again, I agree with you. The bodybuilder chick, take the
Why is she
give her that
giving me that
Wipe-
stare?
that stupid fucking like
I feel so
I don't
bad
know.
for like Sam
mannequin
and
face.
Kayla when they come
yeah,
online.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she'd give me the time of day, but I'd like to buy her a drink.
Yeah.
There you go. The dude underneath it is just cute. You know, this fat dude with the long, yeah, that's
don't
fine.
say that. Don't
Like,
say
just,
that word with
you know,
no.
It's
that
cool,
shit's
yeah.
you know. I mean, he's got
creepy.
the Bieber haircut, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
This
I don't know
man
what the
that
fuck
eats a
this
whole
black.
sleeve of Chips Ahoy.
Dude, that fat dude with the long hair, he looks nice. He looks like he just smokes weed and eats Chips Ahoy. And he's just like, hey guys, what's up?
He needs to
I'd like to
do
be that
And
man's
eventually, yeah, and then we got down to what would you do if you woke up and found that creature embedded in
Yeah.
your face and it said, "Please don't kill me, I want to live."
Yeah. Jake would immediately bash
I
his head
would
against
blow
the
its brains out than my brains out.
See, Lawrence is lost. See, Lawrence
See-
succumbs to
No.
HP Lovecraft madness so easily.
Would you do two shots? Would you like line up the baby's head with the gun and then your head, or would you try to like line it up so it goes through both your brains?
No, he's a sentient human. He deserves his own bullet. I'm not going to try to be economical. With
It's
this
a
shit.
human. I don't care. I don't think so.
All right. It's a sentient being. It deserves
not
its
gonna-
own bullet.
It's
No.
definitely some sort of mutation of the human genome that made it grow out of your face.
Uh,
No, dude, that's just the worst possible way a conjoined twin could happen.
I have been afflicted with a terrible disease, and that is
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
This is getting into X-Men mutant rights territory.
Yeah.
It is. And for me, though, if I'm a regular human and I have a conjoined twin that's mutant powers to be a conjoined twin on my face, I'm just gonna kill it.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? Don't even use guns. Take to a surgeon and it's just, dude, you will get so famous if you get this fucking thing off my face.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like,
the thing
you'll
for
be in
me, it's
all the
still the
medical
thing is
journals.
gonna already be dead, though. It doesn't get to live, Lawrence.
There's no happy ending for the little alien mutant baby.
Like-
even if you heeded its wishes, it would probably just live a life of pain and sadness. Better to just get rid of it now.
It's like,
Or
yeah,
become some
I'm
kind of
so
crazy
wrong.
psychic.
dude.
Maybe.
There's a difference between a dude with Down syndrome and a fucking face baby thing.
That'd be
Okay,
all right.
there's a
Jake, you're kind of romanticizing this baby. If it's gonna become a supervillain, maybe I would let it live just to live vicariously through the little fetus baby on my head.
Well, dude, how about this? You
I'm
make
just
it like a
imagining
worst
conjoined
case
twin
scenario.
where it's like a
I'd be the
two-headed
blaster to
dude,
its master.
but you kill one of the brother. It's like a conjoined twin of brothers, and it's like two heads on one big body. But
I got it.
then one of the heads is dead.
The
Yeah.
the
Like
thing
he got
before,
shot.
The Autobacchus.
Autobacchus. Yeah.
This was inside of it, controlling it with pedals and knobs and switches.
That's dark, man. I don't think that's real. I would quit. I would quit the game if Jake was like inside Autobacchus. There's a fetus man controlling it. I'd be like, all right, goodbye, everybody. See you on Tuesday if you want to still be in that. But I mean, anyway. So what's happening?
Are you serious? After the whole "I am the table" shenanigans, that's where you draw the line.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll
We-
tell
we
you that
had-
story at some point, but we should
Yeah.
get back to the
I look
game.
forward to that.
So you have chased down, or not chased down, but the Aeon is doing the walk away
Yeah.
that you do when you're feeling stressed about your problems,
Yeah.
and you followed him there, Joan.
Yeah. So I catch up to him and I say, Harlan Thacker, where are you going? I wanted to ask you some stuff.
Well, I'll walk and talk with me. You can. I don't think that's an issue for you. And just all right. Test poke, and I
Yeah.
like in the middle of the thing. I go to check if you're still corporeal. There you go.
You hit something, but it's not me. It's the book I've been carrying. The same it's like a fictional storybook that I thought was a magical tome. I've been
will
trying
never
to
get
learn
used
more
to that about
magic.
What would you like to know? I mean,
Were you able to find out from your order if there's any way to fix what's happening with me?
I mean,
know-
I've
yeah.
I've gone through a couple of books about old rituals and stuff. You said you were a sacrifice to bring some greater thing, but the sacrifice was incomplete.
No, she died,
Yeah.
and they tried to bring. I mean, these were people who wanted to bring Caius, the worm that walks, back into the world,
Yeah.
and or just not back into the world, just into the world in general, right? Create a second incident. And the summoning ritual went awry because of the influence of the wardens, and she was the result instead of Caius.
Yeah. I got pulled through instead of
I mean, unless I can find a true resurrection spell, which I think that's the sort of thing that's
yeah.
they don't really make that accessible to students. The best thing I can think of is you find a body at the right time and take it over. I guess until then,
Damn,
I
that's
can't.
dark.
No, I mean it's like you find someone at the cusp of death and
Yeah.
you do a Kansas City shuffle.
So Joan is going to she's gonna look down for a second and she's gonna say, you know, the eyes that you told us about, they're not bad. Sometimes it's good to be seen.
What about the eyes?
Yeah. I didn't catch that. Sorry.
They're not a bad thing. Sometimes being seen is good. Sometimes when I'm alone,
I never said.
the world seems so far away, and every time I reach out for it, I can't seem to find a handle on it. I'm hoping maybe one day. Do you think it's possible? Do you think that a resurrection spell would really work? That
Like I
one day I
said,
can be a real
there's
deal? A real
the
person
world is a wondrous.
Yeah.
Well, the world's a wondrous place. The fact that you exist and that I exist, and vermin can control rats, and I mean, nothing's outside the realm of possible. It's just beyond what I know at the moment of what to do to bring you back.
Well, thank
I
you
could-
for that.
Are you comforting and supporting them with the thought that they could be alive someday?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. No, I'm just saying. Until then, just try to have as good a time as you can, and
Oh yeah,
there's
this
that
is
too.
the-
This is better.
Yeah.
So
It's like,
they say yes,
you
you
don't
mark.
have-
Yeah. Go ahead.
He was like, just consider this. You kind of can't die exactly right now. Technically, you're immortal.
It's an
Not only that,
unstable
you could
immortality.
steal anything, and no one could really catch you.
Very heroic.
It's like, if you
I
want
feel
that
like
dress,
we're moving. I
bam.
feel like the more you talk, the more we move away from you saying there's hope for them. So just shut up and let's just do this.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, you got options, is what I'm realizing. But yeah, I'd like to roll mundane, which is at a -1 at the moment.
Okay. Fun.
If you have influence, you get more
Pass?
weapon,
Yeah,
plus
if
one,
you have influence over them, you do get the +1. Do you
which I
have
believe.
influence?
I think that
Okay, so
they
it's just
Echo
a
gave
flat
plus
2d6.
He also gets influence over me for what? Just for the team.
Okay.
movement.
Well, while he's explaining, I think he does start to go. At first, you're like, "Oh, you think I could?" And then he's like, "Yeah, you could like steal anything. You can like possess dead bodies. Like it just you're like,
Get away
oh,
with so much stuff.
So you do get to mark the hope, but he creeped you out of actual comforting and supporting.
yeah, you do get the like
My
that,
point is,
but
you have a lot of options as someone who's a ghost.
and then but also as part of the miss here, we're gonna experience some tragedies. First of all, I gotta ask, what happened to the mirror you guys took from Mirror Maker?
I think we probably gave it to the wardens,
You give it to the
I'm gonna
wardens.
say I gave it to the wardens.
They probably
or at least we
Yeah.
would have given it to like Bulwark, who probably then gave it to the wardens, right? Like it's not ours.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could. Well, if you gave it to Bulwark, that is not necessarily the same as giving it to the warden.
Okay, I think we would have given it to Bulwark then, because he seems like a trustworthy dude.
All right, excellent. So that's the deal. You've given Bulwark the mirror, but Catbolt doesn't know that. Catbolt does know that you took the mirror from Mirror Maker, and just like crashing down, like breaking the roof slightly, just like in a crack of thunder, as you guys are trying to have this heart to heart, and it's just like, in a bolt of lightning and a panther sound, he's there, Catbolt, and he points at you, Harlan Thacker. He's like, Aeon, what have you done with the Mirror Maker's contraption? I will have it, and he just like leaps at you with his claws, and they're all electrified.
I'm going to defend.
Okay. I'm going
right,
to assume I do not have time to charge up. So
So it looks like
Yeah.
Echo is leaping to your defense. How do you do that?
Exactly.
How are you using your powers and whatnot to
I'm
engage?
I'm going to create a small cyclone, like a whirlwind around him. And it's
Using
gonna
your
lift him.
telekinesis?
Yeah, so it's going to lift him off the
Yeah.
floor a little bit and stop his forward traction and whirl him around a little bit just to disorient him, just enough for Harlan to charge up and all of that.
Absolutely. Roll your savior. Okay, so.
Do you have influence over Harlan Thacker? And did you account for that in your roll? I'm just asking because it might bump it up to a 10.
Well, this is a roll against. Oh, right. Yeah,
It's interesting. Yeah, the target. I do think you're targeting the person that you are defending.
Okay,
Yeah, because if you have influence over them, right, or if they have influence over, if you have influence over them, you want to protect them, right? Probably, so it's probably makes sense that you get the bonus to the defense.
Yeah. So Harlan is the. Where am I? Bio and info. I have influence over Grade G, not Harlan.
Did you not?
I gave you influence.
Oh,
Yeah, you also have
right.
influence over you.
I completely forgot that. My mistake. Right. So good. So that's a 10.
Okie dokie. So on the zip then. Oot. On a hit, keep them safe and choose one. On a 7 to 9, it costs you. So this is a 10, so you keep them safe. So yeah, he like throws his body. He's leaping through the air, and you conjure up a powerful cyclone of wind to throw him off of his leap towards Aeon, the unsuspecting Nova, and you may choose one. So add team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
I'm going to add a team to the pool.
Okie dokie. So let's bring y'all up to 2. You guys can edit it all yourselves. Alright, cool. So, yeah, you've seen Catbolt, and he was, like, gonna hit you, but then just to the side he goes flying. He, like, does a backflip in the air. His claws in the ground make sparks, and he's got, like, electricity coming off of his back. What do you guys do? Are you burning there, Nova?
Yeah, I am burning.
And what is your
burning for you
current conditions?
Only angry at the moment.
Oop. Okie dokie. You fail. What happens when you fail?
Mark 2 conditions and get 3 burn.
I don't believe you. That sounds fairly. Okay. I thought it was 3 conditions. No, yeah, on a missile,
no,
2
I'm
burn
sorry,
and mark 3
burn
conditions.
and mark 3 conditions.
Yes.
Bada bing,
I
bada
stand corrected.
So can he mark 3 conditions?
3 conditions and
Yeah.
So can he mark 3 conditions, or is he?
1, 2, 3 will leave him with 1 still to mark, and then he will get taken out. So he has 1 right now. This will put him to 4.
So what fucks you up so much about this one in particular, Aeon?
Yeah. We've never seen you get this burned out.
Does it just spiral out of control, just like randomly?
It's like that kind of thing where I flare up, but then too much flare, and it's a mixture of fear that fear and scared and stuff, and kind of insecure, but I just kind of rein that shit back in.
Maybe
What about
it's
if it's-
partially right. Like, too many people have been thinking about your powers, right now,
maybe it's my
and it's
powers that
messing it
interfering
up.
with his. It's the first time he's fighting alongside me.
That's not true. We've fought
Oh, okay.
Autobacus together.
Autobacus, yeah, you guys have fought before.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, well.
But he does, yeah, his magical energy is visibly coursing through him. Like, you see, like,
Mhm.
Echo, you see a bunch of, like, everywhere where he's got bare skin, like,
Yeah.
the eyes are just fading, disappearing off his skin just rapidly as he, brings this magical energy to bear.
Yeah.
And yeah, you are charged up. What is your well, I guess while we're also doing that.
How can I help him?
Yeah, I think he grabs, like, I think you guys are kind of on a fairly main thoroughfare,
Yeah.
and there's cabs and stuff like steam powered caddies.
Yeah.
I don't think we're at a place in the world where most people have personal vehicles, but like a New York style, people take
Horses are a
cabs.
thing, maybe.
Horses are a thing if they're like clockwork automaton horses, or I'm just imagining like it's just weird looking, like it is a stagecoach, but there is kind of this weird steam engine in the back of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're all charged up, but you're looking all stressed out and haggard. He snatches up one of the carriages just that's parked on this. The guy's sitting in the driver's seat. There's some people that had just got inside and they're screaming. He's holding it over his head. He's like, "Where is it, Aeon?"
Let's see.
What do you do?
Well, he's got a carriage full of people that he's holding over his head. I'm gonna just go with overcharge, I guess, to reshape the environment to basically get the carriage out of his hands, I guess.
Snatch maybe would be more appropriate there then.
Use your powers to seize any one object up to the size of a person.
Oh, you can't seize it. Interesting. Overcharge will
Well,
let you do
actually-
something like that, but it is the whole to burn.
Yeah.
Actually, I think a better phrase would be to reality storm it. Basically just fucking hit him with magic hard enough that he drops the thing. And
All right.
with that, I like to
So
spend
what are the things that you have selected though?
I'm sorry, the things I've selected.
You were supposed to mark 3 conditions. You had angry already.
Oh, to directly engage a threat. Oh, that hits me
you're
no matter what. So
afraid-
it's a -1.
Yeah,
That's
like-
a hard hit.
Everything but hopeless. I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, I know that's your deal. But I just wanted to make sure.
Never lose hope.
So, yeah, you're gonna engage him, right? You're gonna storm the reality storm, or
Yeah, it just dawned on me though. It says spend 1 burn to directly engage a threat using your powers, rolling freak instead of.
right? Isn't your danger mundane -1 right now?
Yeah,
So
but it
you
says
would rather
use
roll freak, which is
instead.
+3, which will let you engage with +1 instead of -3.
I think so. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I know so. That's why I'm saying like even though you're gonna get a -2 because you're conditioned, you still want to use reality storm because it's the only way that you'll have a chance, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less.
So is that where we're going with this?
Yes, I would like to do. that.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll the freak.
Uh,
Put in a -2, or I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna roll 2d6 +1, not +21, +1. Oof.
okay. From that, I
would
gonna
say
I failed.
perhaps that we should bring it back a second, and because in this moment, right, you had generated some team. Echo could also help you engage, and that would bring it up to a 7 to 9 instead of a 6 minus.
Yeah, because I was thinking that while he's going for the panther, I would create a psychic construct to support the car with the people in it, so that they don't get dropped or anything, so that he won't have to worry about the people. He can just knock panther on his ass.
So you create like some like
I was thinking of spooky
not
horror movie
necessarily some
treehouse.
like featureless phantom kind of things. And they go to hold up the carriage when he knocks him out, kind of.
Yeah, I was thinking like a tree house from a New Orleans swamp with moss and spooky shadows inside and the cars inside.
So you create a ghostly location, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Sure. Yeah, so that brings it to a 7. So if you want to pick the take something from them, that's cool, but we will take a powerful blow.
I already marked a condition, so I'm going to be knocked the fuck out.
Well, probably. You have to
But
mark
let
a
me,
condition?
Well, the 7 to 9 to unleash your powers? Wait a minute. Oh, no, never mind. I got them confused.
You're directly engaging, right? So if you choose not to avoid their blows, you will take a powerful blow, which means stuff. But I'm just assuming that you're gonna choose to take something from them, which is the carriage and their hostages, or not. I didn't even think they're hostages. He's just collateral.
Well, they wouldn't be collateral if.
Yeah, it takes something from them. That's just to get them, get it out of the way. And it's from that, it's more or less just kind of a simple whole bunch of magical gibberish that sounds to people, but it's more like, magic code. And from that, just kind of, I suppose, just an energy blast to the guy with one hand and a sort of, I don't know, I guess some fact of like the carriage kind of just getting hit with I suppose like a rising bit of road to basically knock it out of his hands and back onto the ground.
Well, he's got.
So
that's what the assist is. Echo has made a ghostly tree like rise from the ground, and it's like taken it up into its branches.
Yeah, so the people are safe.
All right, then.
You don't have to worry about him. About them. Yeah.
So resist or avoid their blows. I'm just thinking that. Or...
Yeah.
No. That's what you got a +1. That is how take something from them is going to manifest. You still fight him. You still hit him, but you do take his blows. You only get one choice here, buddy.
No, I know that. It's just
and it wasn't Echo rolling a defend. It was Echo spending a team. So it's all wrapped up into what you're doing.
Already yeah. So her adding that 1 means take something from them.
Yeah, he went from a 6 to a 7, not a 9 to a 10. So.
Okay. Yeah, take the carriage from him, and maybe I'm missing something. Like,
what about
the people are fine, regardless of what I do?
What about taking
you must choose to take them from them, but we are agreeing that it looks like this.
Okay, I'm sorry. I for some reason did not understand what the fuck was going on. Yeah,
So we shall roll your conditions.
Which is +4.
And you get only an 8. So for take a powerful blow, which he does, like you're fighting him, right? And eventually he just does an like massive electrifying headbutt right in your face.
Let's see,
We've got lash out verbally, give ground, struggle past the pain, like
which you can't.
which you can't do.
Yeah, obviously. I'm just gonna say,
which you can choose to do, but it would be the same as choosing to like remove yourself from the scene. Yeah, that was in my head. Except for that's a panther head and electricity.
Yeah, the background is bluish electric bolts instead of just red lines of movement.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely like, not to play up violence and brutality, but yeah, you definitely got blood coming down your face now.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I give ground, man. Opposition gets an opportunity.
Okay, before we cut back to Vermin and Jean and see where they are and how they become aware of this nonsense, he's just got you like in a bear hug, and he's crushing your body, and he's like, "Tell me, Aeon, or I will destroy you. I don't care if it releases a magical explosion that destroys the entire city. Tell me where the mirror is."
I would like to directly engage with the aim to try and take Harlan away from him.
Sure, we will do that when we come to you. But
Excellent.
right now, this is what happened. This is what, but he's got this critical opportunity, right? He's got you in his grip. He's got you at his mercy. He's gonna hurt you if you don't reveal the location.
You can try, piercing his mask and stuff. I know you have all the conditions, so you're afraid of doing moves, but you have some options here.
Let's see. I'm gonna provoke some. Would he be susceptible to my words?
If you do the
Only
right
if those words are where the fucking mirror is.
Since you have all the conditions,
If you want him to go away, you can provoke him to do so by telling him what you did with the mirror. Otherwise, pretty much no.
Yeah, or you could lie to him and be like, it's in the warden's dispensary or something.
Yeah, you could lie to him, right?
That's
fine.
My head lolls, just like, it's close.
He squeezes you close where?
Your mama's butt.
I'm just, he was like, yeah, more or less. He was like, it's up your ass.
Alright, yeah,
Spits
I
blood
mean,
on his uniform, but whatever.
wow, that's bad. We'll see how that turns out. Page turns, and Peggy Milton, taking her wizard hat off, setting it on the table. Gene's like, I don't know, he's eating some, like, it's like kettle chips, right? Like, we don't have packaged, like, factory made branded stuff. Like, they have like a potato chip machine in the place that he gets like a popcorn style bag of. He's got chips. He's like,
yeah.
And you think they're gonna come back, or
I don't know. They seem kind of like they're the brooding types. Kind of like I like snap my fingers to try to remember, and I'm just like, Shadow, the hero that's sometimes in the Bulwark comics. You know how he's always just going off and being all broody about his powers. That's kind of how Harlan is. So maybe it might take some time. I think I'm just like
he's like,
Yeah.
the world ain't really like those comics pay like Bulwarks. Like, I don't know. No, all this stuff, it's not like that.
What do you mean?
I mean, they don't. He like slides the one of them that's over from you, like, and flips it open. He's like, right here. At the end, it's I don't know. He's talking about a conflict that happens with some villain. I'm trying to think of a good name for a villain.
The Underminer.
Sure, yeah, it's like some kind of subterranean guy, right? In the comic book, there's a whole district that the Underminer is going to flood, building some kind of underground canal that's not structurally sound, right? It's going to fail. His plan's going to fail, and it's going to. In the comic book, look, he's right here. The valve is going to stop it, and he does. And he's like, but Peggy, that's how the Sunken District became the Sunken District. Bulwark failed.
I look like very contemplative.
The Underminer's up there in the jail, but we still have the Sunken District.
Well, these stories, they might not be a one-to-one, of what reality is, but it's what they strive for, right? And it's about doing to try to keep these bad things from happening. Like, what if Bulwark wasn't around and it was just a mirror maker running around free to do whatever he will, and the wardens can't stop him? So even if it's not like that and there is more to it, it does seem like...
When you say what if Bulwark wasn't around, he like absolutely like eye contact with you and just like eats chips.
Piercing that mask. Basic. Pierce the mask. How can I get your character to tell me how he really feels about Bulwark?
I mean, I think that we're like at a major like, barrier. Gonna have to,
Have to give a tit for tat, piece of mind for a piece of his.
Well, there's that, but I just in general, right? Like, as long as you're just mundane old Peggy Milton, he can't. Right? You need to be vermin, kind of.
Yeah.
He needs to see you as that.
Yeah, I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, Gene, there's something I need to tell you.
He looks back at you and crunches a potato chip.
I'm not who I say I am.
What do you mean?
I look like awkward. Is this when we see like the people running around in panic?
Well, I was gonna wait and see what you say. If you were gonna be hesitate and like not fully commit to it, then yeah, that's what's gonna happen. But if you do say it, you're like I'm vermin. You guys aren't gonna get the chance to talk about it. But you will, right? Like whatever it is. Either way, it's like it's your telltale choice, right? Like the timer's going down. Do you reveal to Gene the thing or not? Right? Gene will remember that.
I think like a big fat but kind of cute mouse comes out of my sleeve and just like is in my palm, and I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, his eyes go big, but he's like, I knew it. And yeah, that's what you hear, some kind of crash and screaming and like they're like some dude who hit some comic shop regular who was just outside, a regular at Dougal's who was outside smoking something. Like, I don't know if they have cigarettes. They probably
pipe
do,
weed.
but I imagine pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, pipe weed.
This also reminds me of when I used to go to Friday Night Magic, that there was, like, usually the dudes are out there, like, smoking cigarettes between rounds. There's, like, a clique of them. But one of the guys had a fucking, like, wooden pipe. He'd, like, take the time to, get the, like, dried tobacco, pat it in there, light it with the match and everything. And I'm like, I respect that. You're putting time and care into it. You're not just like, I need my Nick fit. Let me get my Nick fit as fast as possible.
Yeah. As long as you're classy about a lot of things, it's kind of less bad. If you get that glass gilded heroin needle.
Yeah, but Gene exclaims, I knew it, and then there's explosions and like, I don't know, Diego, the regular guy, comes. He's like, "Oh man, Catapult's fighting in the streets, you guys."
Yeah, I say, "Oh my God, trouble!" And yeah, I'm just I run off into like outside, to like pretending to like be a bystander, but I'm really going into the bushes to change into my heroic persona. That's what.
Yeah, sure. And it looks bad, Echo, right? Like he's Harlan spit in his face, he's squeezed, now he's gone limp. You wanted to fight him? How are you going to engage this electronic beast or electrified beast man?
I, as a ghost, I'm going to hit him with the stuff that was swirled around by the wind. Yeah, I'll go with the wind this time. So, the cyclone has been building, and it's picked up like little random objects and that kind of thing. I'm just gonna throw everything at him, but I'm going to move with it. So I'm gonna like rise up from the ground, like a foot or something. My eyes are going to be black eyes with a red glow around the rim, and fully apparent as being not a normal girl at this point. And I'm gonna float directly towards him with some speed, with my hands open and the things swirling around me, and I'm gonna just lead them to charge into him.
It's definitely gonna be, since he's still like got a bear hug around Aeon. Is going to require pretty precise control here, which you can do by unleashing your powers. Yeah. Unless you're not concerned. Well, you probably are concerned for him, but yeah, if you directly engage without this, Aeon will be in danger of the debris as well.
Yeah, okay, so I'll do that. So, roll freak.
Okay, so you must take a condition, or I will tell you how it is unstable or temporary.
I will take a condition because I'm going to take angry. Yeah, I'm going to take angry.
Very good. You're mad that he has beat up your friend Harlan.
Exactly.
And you definitely can, right? You just start like Vader style,
yes,
hitting him with this debris, right? He's like turning and bang, bang, right? So directly engage.
Alright, here we go. This has to be good. Because I need to... No! I get potential.
Yeah, mark potential. That's class. That's old school Dungeon World style, right? Mark XP.
Mark XP.
Alright, so what does indeed happen, he's getting hit with the debris, absolutely. He throws Harlan's out. He's had the consciousness squeezed out of him after spitting blood in his face. Harlan gets thrown bodily against a brick wall, and he just slumps down on the side of the street as the debris keeps pelting Catbolt, and he just lets out that patented panther roar that we have sitting in the Discord, and electricity flares up, and he just leaps into and also through your tornado, your cyclone of psychic wind and energy, and it electrifies the whole thing, and he just like gets supercharged by it and just slams in. Well, actually, right, you're kind of incorporeal now, so he claws at you, but he claws through you, but your whole form still is racked with pain of electricity, and you take a powerful blow.
It still hurts me when my form is like scattered. So like yeah. So take up of yes.
Right, like mist kind of, and then you reform.
Yeah, that's it. Powerful blue.
Roll plus your conditions.
Yeah.
Oh, right, good. So conditions.
So you get to make a choice.
Yeah. So if you look at the peripheral moves, you can either...
it's actually in the basic moves.
Oh, it's actually in the basic moves, yeah. So you can either lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You can give ground to him, and he gets an opportunity, or you can struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I am going to 79, choose one.
If you want to do the thing with the teammate, right, like you could see me like coming out of the bushes with my mask on and stuff, and do that, or you could do the other ones.
Yeah, Vermin is on her way. She can be here now, or you can give him a critical opportunity, since which I don't know. It's gonna be bad. It's never gonna be good, but you're still pretty healthy as far as the HP system goes, so you could struggle past the pain.
Yeah, that's I'm going to provoke Vermin.
Okay, so you see her like come out of a sewer manhole cover.
Yeah. So I'm in pretty monstrous form right now. I'm looking like a evil ghost, and as I speak,
I'm imagining like Galadriel, evil Galadriel form from Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah. So I'm speaking to in this angry tone because I am angry, and with this appearance, and with
like the vocal modulation, right, where there's like the low voice and your voice, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Your friend is in danger. Where have you been?
So you actually don't have influence over me, so you can't inflict a condition, but you could use.
You can provoke to.
You can provoke
action.
me to do something. Yeah.
Alright.
So
Just saying, like, yeah.
yes.
Taking advantage of influence is like a rules term of you spend your influence to inflict a condition.
Yeah, I'm going to be basically scolding him to go and help. You know, scolding him to go and help. Where have you been?
Okay.
He's in trouble. Help him. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll your superior, I think it is.
Provocations, yep.
Superior.
Alright, so you get to choose. If I do it, we can add a team to the pool, and if I don't do it, I have to mark a condition.
Well, are you going to do it?
So that's your choice. If I
offer one of those two to him.
Yeah. So you can incentivize me, or you can like give me the stick and be like, if you don't do this, you're gonna be punished.
Yeah, I mean, it might make sense, right? Like to make her feel afraid, insecure, or whatever, because you're berating her for not being around.
You are right. That does make sense. I'm gonna give her guilty.
So are you doing that one where if I don't do it, I mark a condition?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, you're going to feel pretty bad, right? Like, you're seeing Aeon's, like, slumped against the wall, blood's coming, like, drying on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I am inspired by your words, and I'm just like, I need to get him out of here. And yeah, I would like to try to like defend Aeon by like a bed of rats like comes out from the gutters and.
Well, actually, I think it's more of you. You're gonna reshape your environment, as in like you and him are gonna get out of here. Whereas and Capult's definitely coming for you guys, so I think it's gonna be Echo's job to defend you while you get him out of here.
Sure.
So yeah, Capult like has gone through you, Echo, right, and that hurt. But he's still going strong. He sees Vermin is gonna get Aeon out of here. He's like, no, you know where it is too, and he's just leaping right at them. Are you gonna intervene so that Vermin can make her escape?
Yeah, I'm going to just a description of it. I'm going to make some psychic constructs that look like shadowy trees to kind of continue with the tree that I put up just now. Trees that appear in his way and appear to reach out and grab him.
Yeah, I think squirrels are jumping down from trees on top of him as well, like scratching at him. So I'll spend a team to assist with it as well.
Yeah.
So make sure you in the modifier box get a 1 there and roll your savior.
All right, so savior 1. Submit. Whoa!
Kapow! So absolutely, he's like getting tangled up in all these trees. He's ripping squirrels off of his face, and Peggy, you begin to get him out on your rat stretcher.
Yeah.
So we overcome, get him way away, right? Like this is like Capult's not gonna know where you guys went, right?
Yep. And we do get to add the team to the pool or something like that.
Oh yeah, you get to make your choice from the savior.
Oh,
you
right,
can.
yeah. So I'll say add a team to the pool.
Okay. Cool.
Sweet. So yeah, we just refilled the one that I used, and it's back up to 2.
Excellent.
Yeah, and we should do the engage a threat as a team, but I think we might be like if you succeed on this, I think you might be kind of out of the conflict.
Yeah, I think so.
So, you roll to see overcome.
I shall do so, and I think this is kind of fucking serious. So I will put on my game face to try to save Aeon because I can see he's bloody and beaten up. So I will roll this at a +1.
Oh dear.
Snake eyes.
Wow. Do you have a condition that affected that, or you just have bad?
I rolled 2 1s if you hover over it.
Right, and then game face.
I put it in. Yep.
Yeah, that's your 0. Like otherwise.
Yeah, I have 0 free. Yeah. In fact, that's what the Janus starts with, is 0 free. But yep, you get to fuck with me. Do what you will.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, Catbolt just like charges up and like spins and claws, and they go out in a whirl. All of the like ghost trees just kind of like dissipate in mist, and he lands in front of you, and he's just like claws out, like hand electrified. The rats like you're summoning more and more. There's not enough to carry Aeon's dead weight yet, and you're like, come on, you guys, come on. And at that moment, crashes down, like shakes the ground. Catbolt turns over his shoulder. You guys all see the imposing and heroic form of Bulwark has landed, and in his hand he has the mirror. He's like, is this what you were looking for, Catbolt? He just turns with the panther roar, and he's like, give it to me, you hunk of metal. He's like, you're going to let them go and leave us be? Just, I won't leave you be if you don't give it to me. And he like tosses it. What do you guys do? Like he's gonna pick it up, right? Catbolt is.
I want to pierce the mask of Bulwark.
Sure.
Let's see. What are you really planning?
They want to protect you guys at all costs. Like,
and that's just it. And there's no ulterior motive at all.
No.
Yeah, I think. Man, I'll leave it up to Echo because I'm just like so perplexed. Yeah, I'm just trying to like get my rats to get Aeon out of here, and I'm just like, I gotta save. I put my game face on to save Aeon, so like that's the thing that's foremost on my mind. So Echo, if you want to react to this, you can do so.
Yeah. So what I have in mind is like similar to the scene where the girl climbs out of the TV. So I want to reappear out of the mirror and send a blast of telekinetic force at him, similar to when people get pinned to the wall and driven up to the ceiling.
You were gonna try and do what with the mirror? Sorry.
I'm going to try to. I don't know how this which one this falls under, but I want to stop him from getting the mirror.
Okay.
So I want to.
You can do that any number of ways, right? You can. I'm just curious, as because it's Mirror Maker's mirror.
Yeah. I think
so that means things that are terrible.
Yeah, I think that if he wants it, that means that I don't want him to have it.
Sure.
You could try to.
But I'm saying, like, if you try to use the mirror, other things than you are hoping for might happen. And I just, like, on a meta level of want you to be sure of how you approach things. I mean, I think that the group is, like, you're to a degree, you're aware of Mirror Maker and that he's horrible.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
also keep in mind though, if you are feeling like being the vigilante, right, and one of the team moves that you can make is acting selfishly without consulting the rest of the team, right? Then you can shift your own labels if you do that.
Yes, you can. You could spend a team selfishly and just be like, it doesn't matter that Bulwark and the rest of the team are in trouble. Right? I don't want him to have this mirror, and I'm going to do whatever that takes. Spend team, make my danger go up, and I just like, I don't know, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's just like fuck all of you.
I think that's the simplest way to raise my danger. I will drop my. Oh, Superior is really low. Yeah, well, I'll drop my Superior, raise my danger, and use that to directly engage with a telekinetic force blast.
All right. Yeah, he's going in for it, and you're gonna just punch him with your psychic force. So engage him.
All right, and one from the team.
No. The plus that you get from spending selfishly is because you shift the label that you're gonna use up.
Okay, no problem.
You remove the team from the pool, no doubt, but you don't. Yeah.
Okay, right.
You don't
so,
get the +1 as if somebody spent it for you. You
Yeah.
get it because you're making that label change yourself.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
So that'll be a 9.
Okay. So yeah, you can keep him from grabbing the mirror, but you will take a powerful blow.
Okay, no problem.
So
Sweet.
yeah, he's going for it. Punch him away, right? And now the two of you are just like fighting, right? He's clawing through you, but you like dissipate in mist and dodge and like throwing bolts of lightning. You like, hit him with a street lamp.
Yeah. Alright, so TK powerful.
And so yeah, roll plus conditions.
Conditions, I still have the 1.
He also will mark a condition and then is going to do a villain move. Oh, so you struggle past the pain in a good way and mark potential as normal.
Yeah. Alright, very good.
And then he's going to mark a condition and do some villain stuff, which you guys will hate. He's going to mark afraid. Because he's afraid that he's not gonna get what he wants.
Yeah.
So he's gonna plead for mercy. He's like got his claws out. He's still ready to fight for you. He's like, just give me what I want and I'll leave the city alone. All I want to do is get home.
I will give you more than
What do you
to
do?
go. I will send you where you belong. Be gone from my sight. No!
What are you doing to him?
I'm gonna try
He's saying, I don't want to fight, I don't want to do any more harm, I just want to go home. So just let me have the mirror, and instead you're like just gonna come at him with force.
No, I'm not gonna hit him. I'm trying to scare him.
Are you trying to provoke him into
leaving?
being afraid of you? Maybe you're unleashing your powers to like do ghostly shit or something. I don't know.
But I want him to leave.
Well,
so
I mean,
I'm
her
wondering
terror,
if he-
like,
yeah.
I would say you, in order to impress, dismay, or frighten,
Yeah.
since you do not have emotion controlling
Yeah.
powers necessarily,
Yeah.
you have to use the directly engage to get the full effects of a frighten.
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe he like wanders over a manhole, and I'm just like, come on, and I could use my dangerous web move to reveal a trap I've left for someone, and like a million rats pour up from it with projectile force.
Man, you guys, yeah, that's fine. People are dicks, though. The villain's plea for mercy always goes unanswered.
Coming from the man who
No,
sucked not him back into the brain of him while he was
I
pleading
actually
for his
would have-
life.
I actually would have listened to him if.
But see,
Harlan
but
was
not him
yeah,
is not a
bad.
real person. Catbolt comes from a society of cat people that he can't get home to.
He's not a human. I'll fight him in the street. Alright, I'm gonna say.
Alright, fine.
Alright, so let's do this.
My concern is Harlan. If Harlan were okay and all right, I would have reasoned with him. But I need
So
to
on a
leave
hit-
right now so we can tend to him.
On a hit, your opponent trips into it, and you get an opening or opportunity against them. And I think
No,
I
no,
might
7
take
to
that
9,
to mean.
no.
Yeah, that's just on a hit, and then on a 10+, I'd take +1 forward or
Okay.
whatever. But like, I think if you would allow it, the opportunity would be getting on the fuck out of here, because he's like tripped up and dealing with this echo bullshit. So
Sure, yeah, I mean, he's just kind of doing the circle thing, right? The slow, like, we're gonna fight, and then they're kind of like circling each other.
Yeah.
And he walks over the manhole cover, and
rat swarm.
rats, like he gets knocked back because the rats, like, push him up off the thing he's standing over, and they
Yeah.
start swarming over him. And yeah, sure, you, I think that's the opportunity, right? Like, he doesn't
Yeah.
see where you guys go, so it's not a matter of unleashing your powers to, like, get to a place he can't follow. You
Mhm.
guys just go, and the rats die. All of them die as he releases an electrical eel-style pulse off of his body, and they, and, like, that hurts your soul, vermin,
Yeah.
and
All right, so Harlan.
you see that as well,
What is it,
Echo, as
a
he just kind of
million
like
rats?
does a little static burst, and the rats just kind of dead weight, and he rolls back to his feet,
Yeah.
and like the mirror is still in the center between the two of you.
Yeah. So
And Bulwark is standing there. He's like,
What's going? Yeah.
Echo, this is only gonna cause more destruction and pain. Just let him have the mirror.
So I'm just gonna do a PSD mask and have a little conversation with him, and eventually, and as soon as that's done, I'm just gonna let him take it.
I think he's trying to tell you how the world works, right?
Yeah. I mean, maybe. I wasn't entirely sure. He's not telling you who you are. I guess he is saying, in a way, he's saying who you are, right? You're supposed to kind of be a hero, right? It's not about beating them into a pulp. It's about saving people and stopping destruction. So, yeah. So he's using his influence on you. He wants you to get your savior up and your danger down.
All right. So
You accept.
if I accept, that's what'll happen. I must accept.
So if you accept, right, that's kind of like you also like accepting to be like, you're right. Oh, let's give him the mirror, right? It has narrative implications as well as mechanical.
That's as an aside, like what? Just someone give me a quick rundown on what the mirror does, like what we know about it.
So we stopped Mirror Maker last session from like doing stuff, and he was holding that mirror, like looking at himself very vainly in it. I think it might be the source of his powers, but I'm not sure. So I mean, it has.
He did describe it as it's a magical catalyst that is like very powerful. Because
think of it as a kind of like a magic wand, basically. Then.
Okay.
Yeah. It's an artifact.
An amplification device.
Yeah.
We could also technically track him if we wanted to through it.
Mm-hmm.
If we were playing Dungeon World, you'd be able to use it.
If this was if more characters were at play here, that would be a big point, right? Yes, giving up the mirror is going to stop the conflict with Catbolt, but also giving up the mirror means you guys don't know how you're going to find Mirror Maker.
What he's going to do with it. And where he's going to find Mirror Maker. Alright, so, I think I'm going to, accept that influence.
Okay, so make sure you mark your savior up, danger down,
Danger goes
and
down
you
to
agree
1.
with Bulwark that he can take the mirror?
Yeah. I'm going to, begrudgingly, just, not, and all the constructs and so on are gonna, fade away, and I'm going to look more normal again. Because I don't know much about this new world, so I'm just gonna take it for granted that Bulwark knows best, and that's why I decided to go along with it.
Most def, very, very good. I mean, that's kind of where you're at, so that's good. Yeah, Catbolt looks wary at the two of you, but he snatches up the mirror, and with a crack of lightning and a panther roar, just teleports away into the sky into somewhere else in the city.
Yeah.
And so later on, when we find the four of you, including Bulwark, together, where is it? And when Aeon comes to,
I think it's the top level of a parking garage for horse carriages, and it's a rich person thing, right? So it's there's only a few cars there, and it's just we're in some shrubbery, and I'm just over him, and they're rats bringing me bandages and stuff, and I'm wrapping them around.
I think more to the point, I think that you're in some kind of stable for clockwork horses.
Yeah.
It's multi-level, so
so I'm
parking garage.
Yeah, I'm just bandaging his wounds. I'm just it's okay, Harlan, you can relax now. You and Echo did a good job.
He's got bruises forming under his eyes and around his nose. He looks
am I conscious?
Shit.
Yeah. I'm just you did a good job. I didn't hear about anybody getting hurt, and it seems like they might have resolved it. Sounds like downtown got quiet. So good job. You did good. And I think I'm trying to comfort and support him.
Yeah.
Most def.
Most definitely. Roll that Monday.
Am I all conditioned out currently? I know I had 4, but I figured that last one was okay.
I will add a team to the pool because I have no conditions.
How does that work though? Like so if you hit 5 and you
That
pass out
was
of
interesting.
3.
I was kind of curious of why you didn't pick yourself up, because it was just a villain move kind of thing.
Oh shit. Well, I feel like an asshole now, but hey, everyone else got more drama.
Yeah, it was
I-
narrative, good stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't until you asked if you were all conditioned out that I realized that you thought that you'd been taken out. I
Oh,
was just trying to put you in a spot.
But narratively, that worked really well.
Oh well.
Because I got to be the star.
It was
You did.
cool.
Yeah.
You
Way
didn't
cool.
have a guitar like the star, but you were the center of attention.
Oh,
The star doesn't need to have a guitar.
Yeah.
They have many powers.
Yeah.
Sonic
The
Control
beatbox
is only
boy.
one of them. Beatbox boy. That's a weird thing to be, but okay.
I was thinking what I would do for
So,
that.
all right,
and
yeah, but Harlan's come to. You guys are there. You're in your costume. Banshee or Echo is not. I'm getting the scary girl characters confused. Echo is
Mhm.
there with you, and yeah, but I imagine that you are not looking like Peggy. Is kind of my point. But Bulwark is also there.
Yeah, I'm still got my vermin garb on. And I look up and I'm just like, hey, how'd you guys make out? I was most concerned about getting Aeon out of there, but it looks like y'all are still in one piece.
No, you did the right thing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you did.
We had to let him go.
Yeah, we had to. We had to give him the mirror.
Well, does that mean he got the mirror?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Oh. What does that mean?
Well, I believe that he intends to use the mirror to locate his home. Hopefully it is only that. If not, well, we will have to deal with it at that time. But
I
I
hope
know
so.
of Catbolt. I have spoken with Safari and know of his origins.
Hmm.
I truly believe he wants to go home.
Well, if he does, then this will be the end of it, right? And that's a good thing.
It would be for the best for him to go back, yes, as long as he is trapped here.
He said he wants to go home, and I think he means that.
I nod. And I
Just
stand
am
up.
curious how. That is my main concern. Hopefully he just can look through it like Mirror Maker to see where it is. Hopefully he does not have to open any sort of portals. If all of his people are like him, well.
This world has
I brush my costume off and I'm just like, this doesn't really seem like it would be something that he'd think of himself. Maybe he's working with somebody else.
I would be concerned Catbolt is not a person who understands our society very well. That makes him vulnerable to manipulative people. People who have a vested interest in that mirror.
Should we look for him?
Will he be in danger because of that mirror?
I will continue to monitor the situation. But you should concern yourselves with your friend. Make sure that you're all safe.
Yeah.
I'm sure you all have people waiting for you. And you think of Gene.
like in the background, Harlan just kind of just starts laughing through the pain and stuff.
Like fucking, like Heisenberg at the end of that one Breaking Bad episode where he's just laughing in his basement and his wife's like, his wife's like,
if I knew you were gonna just give the mirror to him, I wouldn't have taken the beating.
Oh, Han.
He just turns to you like no laughter, kind of just the same kind of tenor that he always has. Like, Harlan, I wouldn't have given him the mirror if you hadn't taken such a beating.
oh snap.
Well,
And I think he just told you how the world works, dude. And he wants your, I guess, his danger up and mundane down.
Yeah, don't be a bitch, gotta be a man.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I agree. I go with it. Yeah.
You're like, well, fuck.
Teach
You
me how to
got me
lift
there. You
bulwark.
got me there.
Take me to the gym. We pumping.
No one's willing to argue with the superhero of superheroes tonight.
He's a
Yeah.
wise man.
He's telling you all these things, but then the acute sense that he doesn't smell, like, comes into your mind again, Vermin.
I say bulwark.
You know who else doesn't smell?
Who
Echo.
else? I say bulwark. This might be rude of me to ask, but because of my powers, I can smell people. And I've only met 2 people that don't have a smell, and that's Echo here and you. Why is that?
And he kind of, like, it makes you a little unnerved because it just kind of stands there for a second. Like, it doesn't shift. It just, like, stands there for a second and then says, oh, well, the suit protects me from and seals many things inside.
Piercing the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo!
In
In this case, what are you really planning mean? What are you really feeling, or something like that?
Well, like, I mean, he's planning on, like, dodging that. He definitely doesn't want to participate in a conversation on that subject.
How could I get Bulwark to tell me the truth about his, like, status?
You gotta give him no other choice, really.
Damn. How could I gain influence over him?
Save his life.
I think it's like proving yourself to be
like a successor
a hero,
to the
an equal hero, but not necessarily by completing tasks successfully, but more about, like, I don't know, just acting like one, and not in like, not in the actions of the superheroes, like when you're not fighting, right? Acting like Superman acts, or how whatever, right? Like to embrace the persona.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like square my shoulders up, and I say,
part of that is also, right, Bulwark does not ask who you are.
Yeah.
He doesn't ask who any of you are. He uses your hero names, well, except for when he said, I wouldn't have if you hadn't taken that beating, Harlan, but that might have been a slip.
It's kind of like when your mom gets mad at you and she uses your middle name in addition to your full name. Yeah. I like square my shoulders up and I say, Bulwark, it's true that we're new to this. We're young and we don't really have it figured out yet. But I'm going to make you a promise right here. We're going to learn. We're going to mature. And when the day comes that you have to retire, and all the masks that used to go around in the streets before the sun was extinguished, there will be replacements. There will be worthy successors. I promise that.
Yeah, definitely some provocation here, right? You want to provoke him into, seeing you differently, seeing and respecting you.
Yeah.
Chaw.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think he's just gonna. Looking at the thing, I don't think the words overreact is, I guess, the right thing, but I do think they buy it wholesale, I guess is the way that we say overreact, right? He puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, if that day ever comes, Vermin, I am glad that the city will be in hands such as yours, and you gain influence on Bulwark.
Hell yeah. I'll keep that name there forever.
Unless you have to spend it.
Yeah. Bulwark, you piece of shit. I spend my influence to give him a condition immediately. No.
Immediately. You're like, ha, you thought I was trying to get with you? No, I think you suck.
I'm a villain now. Come on, my new boyfriend, Dead Knight. We're gonna go on a motorcycle. We're gonna go beat some bad guys up and kill them.
Yeah,
Bye.
baby.
You get rich and then you get bankrupt, all in the space of 2 minutes.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, cool.
So
Very
yeah, you
heroic
take
moment.
influence on him. You talk to him about that. He says, after he says that little monologue, he's think it is time that I take my leave. You all seem to be well.
Yeah, we nod. And he, unless anyone has any parting words, he takes up.
Yep. Like glowing magic or whatever, he's able to leap impossibly with his massive armor, right?
Yeah.
So, in a way, he goes.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, it was good hanging out with you guys, but I gotta go do something on the other side of town, working at the circus. A little shifty-eyed. Bye. I take off too.
I'm gonna say
Awesome.
I'm shakily standing, and I just give a kind of like salute and fingers at him. It's that kind of like just tipping hat sort of thing at you.
Sweet.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
I want to say
Peggy and Jean were waiting for you guys at Dougal's,
Yeah.
but I don't know, right? You guys don't really have cell phones to call them, so I don't know how you handle that at this point. If you just go home, or if you go back and see what they're up to.
Peggy and Jean. Oh yeah. But before we do that, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder. And I'm gonna say, I'm sorry I let him hurt you. I promise.
Comfort him.
I promise that from now on, I'm always going to be there at your side. You'll never have to fight the battles alone.
It's not your fault. Just bad luck. And he's like, I think I'm gonna go back and I think I'm gonna sit down. I'll see if I can find some more on what happened to you later. See you around, Echo.
Oh.
And he just kind of...
Yeah, Harlan's too out of it.
Yeah.
He's lost in his own troubles.
I look like Joe Barenthal after beating the shit out of a half dozen thing, but I don't even have the satisfaction of having beaten the shit out of a dozen people.
Do you feel so
like
bad?
I look like the Punisher who did not punish.
Too, right?
Yeah. You also, Lawrence, did you remember to clear a condition when I comforted and supported you? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Do you feel so bad because you kind of like feel like you like got the group a loss? You made us take an L because you like got beat up.
No, I took the beating specifically so a madman would not have access to things by which he could hold an entire city hostage, and he just because I wasn't tough enough.
Yeah, I mean, the mirror is a definite wild card, right? When you guys don't know where it is, that means Mirror Maker could get it back. That's bad.
Yeah. Should have probably shattered it or something. But
should have.
And then all the Eldritch abominations contained within will leak out into the real world. But
I mean, I am doing the thing, right? Telling them people consequences and asking. I don't even think that's part of this game, but I do that because Mirror Maker is a nefarious schemer, and like, why would you think that would be a thing he wouldn't think of?
Yeah.
So yeah,
gives you Eldritch knowledge.
Quick little breaker, and you grab some drink, and then we will move some time forward and see what happens.
Sweet.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll be right back and use the bathroom.
All right, I'm back. Ooh, Discord might be breaking up a bit. Testing. 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 Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think any conflict
Practice
that
makes
has
perfect.
that kind of feeling center to it, right, where people's motivations are coming in and like shifting in and out, and it's more about objectives than just beating each other to death. So always works out well.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that part of it too.
All right. So, I mean, that happens. Think some time passes. You should roll your obligations.
I shall do so. Ka-cha.
Woo!
I'm
king of my kingdom.
So, what does that mean for you? Ooh. It's like you get an opportunity, right?
On a 10 plus.
On a hit, things are going pretty. You have an op. Oh,
It's one of your obligations. Yeah.
advantage. I didn't really think about that as just a hit thing because the legacy is the same thing basically, but different.
Yeah. So there's like maybe like Gene comes to me and is like, I got a lead on a villain or something.
Could have been, but this I think is we'll do this a little bit differently. So I think that where we are gonna find our friendly neighborhood masked vigilantes, the rescue friends.
Vermin vetoes that one as well.
It's the current we're still in deliberation. Last time, Vermin, or I'm trying to think of their last time Vermin was filibustering, and Grey J still had emotion on the floor. So I think we'll see. We'll show you. The opportunity is gonna be fun.
It should be something like memeless
Swank.
or unmemed or.
So you guys just you went to that chess tournament. You won. Your people are your school, your academy is very well regarded for their chess club. You guys are great. And even though some of the people might look at you a little side eye, Peggy, for not being around all the time, being too cool for school, you still perform.
My knight to f5 made the whole crowd cheer, so they can think what they think.
But the school loves you. So they have.
Oh my God, you're popular now?
No. By the school, I mean not the students. I mean like the faculty and the administrators.
Oh yeah.
Because they think that you guys are gonna get them attention, and like rich families are gonna want to come here because of that, and they're gonna make money, right? So you guys are. Let us come up with a cool name.
For what?
You guys are on a massive zeppelin at a rich people's gala charity event, and you guys are going to make a speech about your school's extracurricular activities and ask for donations from the rich parents and people connected to the school here.
The zeppelin is the Prince Alabaster.
Yeah, the Prince Alabaster. It's where you be. Same deal here. I think that this is a pretty big event. Not sure off the top of my head who's putting it on, but I think Harlan's here as well. The wizarding school is here, hopefully, to get people to donate to them as well.
I bought Joan Constance we went to the mall, we went shopping like we said. I bought her, helped her buy some regular people clothes.
And some makeup
So
to
yeah.
do something with the peel face.
Yeah, so you bring her along as a special guest of your team.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah.
Perfecto.
She still doesn't know.
She's a cheerleader. That's the thing. She's the one cheerleader for the chess team. Yeah, you get yourself in some pom poms. You make yourself as corporeal as humanly possible for the public.
Yeah, that's possible.
I'm just fucking around. Do what you want.
So I think, all right. So I think you guys are on the sky dock waiting for the ship to arrive, and you're seeing, you guys are all lined up. There's a bunch of, people from all the different types of groups that are hoping to get charitable donations. And you guys are all dressed up. It's kind of like going to a dance or something, school dance kind of thing. And there's kids from both schools, right? There's not just Harlan, but there's a bunch of Headmaster Nolan brings Harlan with him because I don't know, right? He's the most talented student. Not everybody is aware that he is the Summa Virtute or has it or whatever.
I don't know, potential. There's probably dudes that can do shit better, but it's
anyway. So, but this is just it's a big collection of a lot of people that we know. I think, Peggy, I think your dad is here. I think. What does he do for company stuff? What is his would make money?
His front is he says he's a day trader in stocks. So he has like
Cool.
work
Stock
buddies,
trader.
quote unquote, that he talks about stock with, but really he's
Yeah,
not
he's
really.
he's
He's
involved
moving a
in
very small amount.
finances.
Yeah.
Sure. So yeah, he's here with like some men that you vaguely recognize, that you think they're probably villains too, but you don't know which ones. That's just, you don't know either. You just have a lot of negative assumptions about your dad.
Yeah.
And there's some people. Who's else is on the chess club with you?
We got Becky Sugargood. We got
Sugar Good.
Sugargood. She gets
So
bullied for
close.
that a little bit. We got Hank Rossi. No, that's actually the name of Misery and Masks. The other Masks game
Hank
plugin.
Green.
No, we're not Vlog Bros. We got Hank.
Oh yeah, that's where that came from. Rossellini.
Hank Rossellini, yeah. And we have Mario Kovac.
Yeah, I think Becky and like a couple other girls like come up to you, Peggy. Like I think you guys are all kind of standing with your various groups, so you guys aren't really you. Echo is with you, but Harlan is over with his people, like Master Nolan and stuff. But Becky and like Susie come up to you and they're like, "Hey, Peggy, it's that guy, right? Like, isn't that your boyfriend?"
No, he's just from the magic school, and I talked to him for 2 seconds, and people started making rumors up. It's weird.
And like,
Fucking
which one do
Destiny.
you think is more outgoing, Susie or Becky?
Becky.
Becky just like yells out, "Hey, eye tattoo guy, you're really cute."
Yeah, you see me like very timidly wave over at you, doing the like grimace.
And
You know what? I you know, if they notice, who's like, I do the wink and the finger.
Becky
Like-
laughs and she's like, "Would you blush like that if there was nothing going on?"
I don't know. I like scratch my
She
chin.
just kind of smiles at you. And Echo, this is all news to you. You didn't think that. Oh yeah, you know Peggy as not Vermin, but yeah, this is news to you. You have no idea that Harlan and Peggy would be.
They're shipping us.
Yeah,
Goddamn Japanese schoolgirls.
you can't.
They're
You
not
can't.
Japanese. They're
You can't
bright
fight
stuff.
it.
Goddamn Sugoi Desu motherfuckers. Everything's gotta be kawaii. Alright. But yeah, I'm sorry, man. Keep going.
I don't know. Like, I guess I have kind of forgotten about old. Because you're doing a 16 candles thing. That's why I'm against it. I realize why I just don't give a fuck about the guy that's on your thing of having a crush on him. Where is he?
Oh, Joey Thunderson.
Yeah, there you go, Joey Thunderson. The reason why I like completely forgot about that is because it is just like, oh, I'm like this nerd girl and he's the super popular guy, and there's no way we'd ever get together. But then
Like-
he's gonna inexplicably take interest in you, and
No, it's just Ryan, he just saw 16
is.
candles and he just realized how fucked up the implications of that movie were.
I got some gems in my backstory. I do think the who thinks the worst is the weakest link, but yeah.
Nah, dude, you got an iconic villain out of your backstory. You got like a cool fucking dynamic going.
no, it's fine. Joey Thunderson still exists. I just kind of like put it out of my mind, kind of. But yeah, also the last time Becky was like, "Dude, Joey Thunderson doesn't have any idea who you are." Right? She's being real with you.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
like this guy is actually like in your life. Joey Thunderson is a fantasy kind of thing. But
Oh, shoot.
yeah, but Echo, yeah, you don't know what's going on with that. How does that make you feel?
You want to kiss Harlan, don't you?
No, she wanted to kiss Grey J, but maybe it's the other way around. No.
Oh.
Yeah, so like I'm going to be listening in. You know what? I'm gonna be like right behind them, listening, and they have no idea that I'm standing right there.
You see me do the neck thing where like I'm cutting it. I'm like, stop
Yeah.
it.
Well, I mean, you guys are all standing in a little click circle
Yeah.
kind of thing, so like, yeah, they're not noticing you, but they are talking about this stuff. But they don't know if you have any feelings for Thacker or not either. So they're
Yeah.
just being girls.
My expression is one of it's as if I'm in class because I'm almost taking notes about like, okay, so this is what you do in a romantic situation.
Yeah. So the ship finally arrives. Everybody boards. You guys let in. It's kind of like a Titanic of airships, right? It's
Yeah. Very upper class, very garish.
all right, and you've got
They didn't use hydrogen for this place, did they?
don't think about it.
Alright, I'm fucking around. Just
You know, you're led to this big kind of like ballroom. There's like tables are placed throughout. There's like a flattened, smooth surface that is maybe it will be a dance floor. There's podium, stage kind of thing, action. And you guys are all have assigned seats. Like tables are labeled for the group that you guys are supposed to be with. You guys make any attempts to go chat with Harlan about any of this stuff? Or are you guys just like doing your
Yeah.
school stuff?
Seeing as it's an airship, I probably would never have been on one before. So yeah, I'm gonna be like all over, looking over one bar and then look over the next bar. And in between, I'll when I run into Harlan, I'm gonna ask him, if he's doing okay, if he's doing better. So I was like,
Harlan,
sorry, what was the question?
how you're feeling after getting beat up?
yeah.
If you're feeling better.
Physically, I'm still good. Just I still got a tiny bit of salt, tiny bit of bummed out, but I try to put a good face on it. Shit. Fucking computer like shits out on me. Oh god damn it.
Yeah. So like.
Best must be better than the machine, Lawrence.
The ghost in the
Fucking-
machine does not like you as much as the ghost in the game.
I don't think either one likes me particularly since I lost, since I got my ass beat. But
We don't
yeah.
care about your fighting prowess, Lawrence. We care about your soul.
Okay.
Is it
I'm sorry.
the-
What was the question in terms of the thing?
Uh,
how I feel? No, I mean, I look like I've recovered. I mean, I still look like I got the shit kicked out of me, but
I mean, it's fading. He's still
mean,
got a little
yeah,
bit of bruising on his nose, but it doesn't look bad.
yeah, I could look like I got my.
But
ass
he's
beat a while
he's saying
back.
he's
Yeah,
still
so-
feeling bad about what happened, but not physically.
Well,
It's like, dare I say, a nagging insecurity of.
I think that's a comfort. I think just asking him about it, and if he kind of did open up. So if you get the 7, we're good to go.
all right, here we go.
She got how I'm feeling right now. Just
So like she's trying to comfort and support you. Support is a key, right? Comfort comes
Oh, no,
first,
that's-
so we
that's
think
a
that we
heel
got to
spell.
do it, but support's
Oh.
there.
Shoot. She
How
is
did that
You're
even
bad
happen?
at this, man.
Oh, I have angry marked still. That's why.
Yeah, you're still pissed.
So you like reveal something really creepy to him. She's like, I've been checking on you while you sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Which
seem
I
like you've been
totally
really
can't
restless.
do, by the way.
Yeah, like I don't think you realize that the ghost girl is looking at you while you're sleeping.
I look at him. It's like, was that normal for you when you were alive?
Well,
Because that's
Were you a
Times
fucking
have not
creep and you're alive too? Or?
it's echoed.
well,
I look at you, Joan. Times have not changed since that time when that was considered weird and possibly illegal.
Are you trying to shift her
She
mundane
did.
up on her
She
freak
did.
down?
You did absolutely, literally tell her how the world works. If you have influence over her, yeah, that we're at that point.
Okay, what do I do?
Like,
You want to
think,
see her
like,
mundane up and her freak down, I think, right?
I think that sounds about right. I think she
Yeah.
needs to just like no genuinely spying on people when they sleep. That's a no. That is a social
And
faux pas.
and you can absolutely reject this influence if you want. Be like, no, I need to check up on you when you sleep, and then you can.
How
roll
will
about
I know
that.
you're safe?
Yeah, or you can accept it, and then you'll probably be like, yeah, all right, I won't look at you when you're sleeping no more.
Right, this might actually be pretty good. So if I reject, what do I do?
You
So
say you
you'll
say no,
roll.
man. And
Yeah,
then you roll a
you're
flat
saying that
roll.
you're going to reject the influence, and then you roll flat 2d6,
Mm-hmm.
unless you have the insecure condition.
Which I don't think you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll that flat, bro. Unless you change your mind.
All right. Yeah. Let's just see how this happens. So, mostly because I'm curious, honestly. So I'm going to reject. Do I roll first, and then we role play how it plays out?
Well, so you want to reject, right? That's how you're feeling. So
Yeah.
you're going to reject them. So that means that you're committed to, like, you can't roll and reject to do it and then not do what it says followingly. But part of it is because you'll get to make a choice.
Yeah.
If we look at the move, bring it up real quick. Oh, there. I have the minimized right there. So, oh no, it is peripheral.
Yeah.
Not this one. This one. So, when you reject, you are rejecting. So roll. On a hit, you successfully hold to yourself and to tune them out. On a 10 plus, you choose 2. On a 7 to 9, choose 1. So, you basically, you are rejecting. You're like, you will say that, right? You will be like, no, I need to check on you to know you're safe or whatever. But the thing about clearing a condition by immediately acting to prove them wrong isn't part of the trigger, which is why I kind of waited, because you could, after rejecting them, like, immediately do something to prove them wrong, and that's when that further action would come into play. But right now you're just, yeah, so what exactly do you say to him to reject it, to like refute that, you know, that it's okay for you to do this?
See, Harlan, I've been around a very long time, and I have lost so many people. Everyone I knew, everyone I didn't know. My entire world I lost. I've seen what can be taken from someone. I don't ever want that to happen to you. And I'm not going to leave you alone when you're hurting.
So, yep, roll them D6ers.
Alright, flat 2d6.
I can't afford to be polite. I gotta watch you all the time.
So, you may do one of those things on the rejecting an influence. So, you can clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong, shift a label up and down your choice, or cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them. Which you might not necessarily want to cancel your teammate's influence, because that helps you get more team if Aeon was to be the leader when you go to a fight, you know?
Yeah, no, I don't want to reject influence. To clear influence. Sorry. Clear condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. But I mean, I would have to do something.
Yeah, if you were to just like immediately like burst into your ghost form and be like, "Look, I'll prove to you. There's danger here somewhere. I'm gonna go find it."
Or kiss him, right?
Yeah,
get into that. Territory.
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to clear angry.
Sweet.
Because, this connection kind of brings me back to, why I was so angry. It's because he got hurt. And that understands, yeah. So I'm gonna hug him, and I'm gonna kiss him on the cheek.
Hell yeah! Are you trying to also, like, through this, maybe also comfort and support? Oh, actually, you already did a roll for that, never mind.
Yep.
Yeah. So
that's why we're here.
Yeah.
because she got real creepy with that comfort and support. The two of them kind of do get creepy with their comfort and support, so it's okay.
Yeah.
And I do think that she just revealed a new vulnerability to him.
Yeah.
So we can do that if you like. Now that she has immediately acted to
Is
prove
there
them wrong
hope?
by showing.
Is there hope for your relationship? Oh.
Yeah, that's where we're at. She's like, I have feelings for you, Harlan Thacker, and reveals her vulnerability.
Yeah.
And what does he say? Whether or not there is hope for you.
For us. Thanks, Joker.
You are loving this.
Dude, me and Ryan watched Lego Batman last night. It's awesome.
Awesome.
So Lawrence has to react to your advances. Let us see
Right,
how
yeah.
they go.
So
So
ask
like
if they honestly think there's hope for you. If they say yes, mark the potential or clear one box of your Doom track. If they say no, mark a condition or mark your Doom track.
Dude, if you had a Doom track, the power of his love could have gotten rid of it.
I can phrase it this way for him. I can say, having you here and having you with me makes me feel like that's never going to happen again. You can understand that, right?
This is some heavy stuff, Mr.
Like, no, I
Thacker.
mean, just the dude's realizing, yeah, she's got problems. It's
a no.
It's not going to be a no, but it's like, you know.
Well, you have to do
it is
a
yes or a no according to the team move.
Yeah.
Yes, so you have to. No, I'm getting sick and tired of people pussyfooting around the fucking drama. No,
Yeah.
Lawrence, you're in. This lady has her arms wrapped around you and kissed you on the cheek and is like,
And it's like in your face, is looking into your eyes, and the eyes that are tattooed onto your face, and she's a ghost girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she
So-
feels like you make her feel like a real person. She says
Confirm or
this
deny.
to you.
There is no maybe. Confirm or deny, Harlan Thacker. What will you do?
Yeah. Just there's hope for her.
So do you reciprocate these warm hugs and kisses?
Well,
Or
this is a very
Like,
public space. We don't
I know.
necessarily have to get crazy with it.
No, love?
I'm just asking what he does to you. Even
Affection,
like-
return affection and
Yeah,
caring.
yeah, no, I mean, of
Using
course.
words that make people
I
uncomfortable.
hug, hold her
whatever.
head and shit, and, it's it's going to be all right. I don't know how to human that well either, so it's like...
There is, like, you're
gonna
like
be okay.
talking
You're
to
gonna be
Gene.
alright.
You're arguing with Gene about some point in Bulwark issue number 8,
Joan, dude.
Yeah.
and all of the girls at the table just like screech.
I look up.
Yeah, you see the scene.
I go, oh.
And like I think it's broken when Headmaster Nolan is like, Mr. Thacker, the event is going to start soon. We should take our seats.
Yeah.
And we proceed to
Take care of yourself.
So remember to mark potential.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
want
mark
to,
potential, so you get an extra thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I do get an advancement for the miss. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, unmark it. Make sure you know that you got an advancement to take, which you can take immediately. You don't have to wait.
Yeah.
And
Fill in it in.
then you fill the box back up with the new XPs.
Yeah. All right. So I'll do that in the meantime, so we can thing. Nova Burn.
Sweet.
The one I'm taking is Nova Burn. No. This is so weird because I'm taking Nova Burn for practical reasons, but in the storyline, it feels as if I'm trying to follow in Harlan's footsteps.
Hey, She wants to know how to burn.
Oh, you're taking the Nova stuff? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
She's
It
burning
is.
trees.
I'm just gonna say, I mean, it's cool. It's very powerful. It's exactly what it is. It's power, but it does cause you to get fucked up, like with conditions, big time.
So either you have to role play like
I'm
a
not.
motherfucker
I'm not
to
saying.
resolve it, or-
Yeah, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that, like, we've
If
seen
there-
even today what can happen to a Nova.
Yeah.
If there is any group to do the unstable conditions in, it is a group with 2 characters that have +3 mundane.
That's
So,
true. Beacon is also
Remember, you have
present.
+3 mundane, dude.
Of course, on the Janus.
The Janus and the Beacon are the primary mundane characters.
Yes.
Fair enough, man.
And the Nova and the Doomed are like the primary freak characters. Oh,
And the trans.
I
yeah,
would've thought
actually,
that
the Outsider is
the-
actually
Yeah, the outsider is
Superior.
superior.
Yep.
They're supposed to be the smart guy more than anything.
and the Transformed is also freak, but there's 10 playbooks, so there's probably more than 2 of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, just well, what do we got here? You have let's see, delinquent and outsider probably the superior types.
Delinquent
Well,
is interestingly good at superior and mundane,
Oh yeah, you're right. It's
or
plus
we're
2.
2 and 1 at least.
It's just you're not a savior in any sense of the word.
No,
Okay.
You aren't there to save, you're there to fuck shit up. You're
What
there
the
for
fuck's
the
the legacy? Legacy's a savior. Cool.
yep, big time, top savior.
And the protege is a superior. That's
Yes, because they're about, like, being good at
no,
it.
it's just no. I mean,
Getting
just dawned on
good
me.
at it.
Legacy is the only one that specifically starts off with a high savior role.
Yeah.
You
I
got
just know.
+2 savior for the Beacon.
Well, I'll be damned. I stand corrected. Beacon is a twofer.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
really shitty at unleashing powers. And
He's got no
Sorry,
powers,
sorry.
right? He
Yeah.
can't fight. He can't freak. He just grabs that lady out of the crushed car, and tells them everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we take our seats. I'm like giving Echo the raised eyebrow. Like
Yeah,
letting
she
my nose
sits down
around.
at your table and she's giving you some side eye. Well, not some side eye, but she's like, some inquisitive eyes. Do you like say anything to her about it, or do you just kind of ghost blush and Yes, no?
Cool.
Oh no,
It's
did
like
we
we-
lose him? Darren?
Oh,
D.
sorry, me. Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry, I was reading
she's
that.
like giving you some, like, raised some Groucho Marx raised eyebrows, and
Oh, who's that?
Me.
Peggy is,
Oh.
Oh, right. So
and she's like, yeah, what's that about? And yeah,
I'm saying, I think he feels much better. Joan has a way about her that she will say something completely innocent, but the way it comes out, it always comes out sounding ominous and like, evil.
yeah, they're like thinking, yeah, I don't know what that means, but
I say, I whisper to you like, hey, well, for what it's worth, you 2 weirdos were made for each other. You're the jigsaw pieces that got thrown out, but you happen to fit. And I kind of laugh.
Yeah, and she's gonna, Echo's gonna,
Right.
stare off a little bit, and then she's gonna brighten up and say, I like jigsaw puzzles.
Oh, dude, me too. We should do some jigsaw puzzles sometime.
Cool.
That's
the event gets started. There's like auctions. People go up. Different representatives. Headmaster Nolan speaks. I think Gene is speaking for you guys. He's like the captain or whatever. And then there proceeds to like an auction. That is like, I don't know, paintings and just different rich people stuff that are bidding, and the proceeds are being divided up to the different organizations that are receiving donations here. I need to come up with the guy, like, who is the, like, super rich philanthropist of the city.
Norman.
Neil.
Humbert?
Nah.
Let's see.
Norman Cumberland.
Sure, we'll do that. And yeah, I think that he is kind of he's there himself. He's like coming on and off stage in between different like people. He's doing the whole like MC thing, and not like a literal rapper, but like what it used to mean.
Yeah, he's a master
Master
of
ceremonies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he like this all goes on, you know, without much incident until like almost towards the end. They're getting ready to bring on the last item for auction. It's like a sculpture of what is her name? Princess Allura, like in the
Ooh.
angel form. And you know, he's come out, he's describing the item, and all of which by the way adds to its impressiveness, all of the electrical lights in this room extinguish.
Ooh.
What
Damn.
do you do?
I would like to try to extend my senses to see if I can like see in the dark.
Sure. See how well Peggy Milton sees in the dark. Very well.
Wow.
So it's like the lights go out, and for you the lights come on. And
Yeah.
you're just looking around, and everybody's like looking around. They don't see shit, but they're all panicking. Like, what's going on? Oh god! You see, like Becky and Susie are clutching each other. Yeah. What are you looking? I guess you know, you see that there are in the rafters, like as you're scanning the place, you see that in the rafters there are two figures. One of them has a bow, like you can't. They're in dark outfits, concealing outfits, but one of them has a bow, like readied, and is like gonna fire. Its trajectory is going right for Norman Cumberland.
I think to myself that like, oh shit, but at least the lights are out, and I jump up out of my
Which
seat.
also strikes you that this guy is firing in pitch blackness.
Yeah. Oh, I like grab a table napkin and like one of the long ones, and I like wrap it around myself like a burqa. I think while I'm running forward to try to defend.
Well, I mean, right? Nobody's gonna see you while the lights are off, right? So
Yeah, I'm just worried about these people.
Except
over the
for maybe your
rafters
dad.
Yeah, or the people in the rafters might have night vision I'm not aware of. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you like throw like, or maybe you just grab one of the red like napkins, like the big ones that they have because it's fancy, and you just make it like a bandana over your face.
Yeah, and I will roll my savior to try to see if I can stop this arrow from landing. in
Yeah,
its
you've got great
destination.
agility. You can try and catch it out of the air even.
Oh, miss! And that's like one of my best things too.
Yeah, you go for it, Peggy, but it's already too late. He releases the arrow. You're not fast enough. It like collides into Norman's chest, and like there's a moment where it's just like everything stops. But yeah, the you probably, well, it's you, everybody in the darkness hears like a "Uah!" But like they don't know what exactly is happening. You can rush up onto the stage, and he's got an arrow in his chest, like in his heart. Like this guy is a deadly assassin, right? Whoever shot that arrow is hitting him exactly where he wanted to, right, like in the dark. So you're there in time. The it's not perfect like our modern day electricity. So like you see just this ever so slight glow of the filament as the power surges back into the lamps and they start to come to light again. You have time to remove your mask before anybody sees that you put a mask on if you
I do
want
so.
to.
Yeah.
And when the lights are like bright enough for people to notice that there are such things happening, the figure that had the bow is gone, but up there in the rafters is Dead Knight. And he's like, he just like points his finger like kind of across the whole room and he says, "You fat rich people have been living off of us for far too long. Our sweat is what makes this city great, and you will come to know that." And yeah, like Echo, Aeon,
Yeah.
Peggy, or Peggy slash
I'd
Vermin.
like to.
This is your former guy,
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I think staying in
So,
character.
by the
like,
way, I kind of took it as his Dead Knight has light manipulation powers. He's like can create darkness.
Oh, okay.
cool.
Is there any saving of the guy? The arrow
No,
in
he's
his
dead.
chest?
Yeah, Peggy. He's like you watch the light go out in his eyes. He's like reaching up at your face.
Yeah, I think I like. Yeah, I'm staying in character. I scream.
Yeah, everybody sees right what's happening. Like there's panic, right? There's some fucking mask threatening a bunch of people. Like that Norman Cumberland is shot dead.
Oh no.
For a brief second, Echo, the idea of that Harlan said like you could possess dead bodies. You're like, no, now's not the time for that.
no,
But
please.
it does, like, his voice comes through your head. Like, why does he think of things like that?
Yeah.
I'd like to charge my powers, knowing that this asshole just got away with murder, and then I'm gonna fucking beat the living edge out of him.
Yeah.
Alright.
Gonna beat the Reaper mask right off his face.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna knock this man from chaotic neutral to lawful good.
Yes, no,
I
that's the thing. I'm
definitely
gonna
think
beat the
that
lawful
Dead
evil
Knight's
out of him.
probably more of the chaotic evil. He just doesn't know what good is,
Yeah.
and he's just gonna go around like a crazy person.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to roll that. I have 3. Well, fingers crossed that I don't get any more fucking conditions, but yeah, 3.
Right.
I
So
know it's scary.
conditions.
What is
plus-
the ones that you have? Because I have angry, afraid, guilty, and insecure.
I got rid of angry.
You got 7.
Okay, 7.
So mark a condition. You're angry again.
Yeah, he was like, "You motherfucker!" Just. All right.
And then
Yeah, I got my
we
3
do
charges.
what? Yep, you've got 3 hold there. 3 burn to spend on your flares.
I'm gonna base. I think I'm actually just gonna move. What I mean by move, I mean spend 1 burn to move to any place you choose within the scene, breaking through or slipping past any barriers or restraints. What I want to do is basically teleport up there and just fucking tackle him off the rafters onto the floor.
Yeah, directly engage this dude. Spend your burn to be in his face and with momentum.
Yep. And oh fuck, it's not gonna be easy.
Can I spend a team by having like some little rodents in the top rafters be jumping at him at the same time?
Sure.
Sweet.
Yeah,
All right.
fuck it.
+1 that boy.
I think there's bats in the rafters, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
A couple. It was nobody wanted to. We wouldn't have noticed them, but like now that they'd be noticed, people are like, oh, even in the Prince, whatever.
So if that's the case,
Prince Alabaster has bats in it.
Yep.
danger -1 roll.
Yep, and keep in mind the.
I mean, I could use it. Could I use any more team to be selfish and like?
No,
open
you
up
either get
because-
assisted or you act selfishly, right? If you're being assisted,
Never
how do you manifest the selfishness?
Yeah.
The thing but are you reusing Reality Storm? Because then it's free, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's go with that. I'd like to use my other 2 burns to do reality.
Question. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't know. I don't think that you just used the teleport thing, man. You gotta wait until we go through around everybody else's characters before you can do like a burn thing. No, you want to be at a place and do a thing that kind of can all happen at the same time.
I mean, with reality storm,
you just blow your whole burn, right, to just make this happen.
I blow my wad. So rolling freak instead of danger, even with that, and with the team help, it goes to a +2 instead of a +2.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll it because it doesn't.
Fail.
Yeah.
All right, mark
Dude,
potential.
awesome,
No.
awesome.
Well, I
Check
can
this
help
out.
if you want to.
Well, he already was receiving team help from
Yeah.
Peggy, and you can only spend 1 team per assistance.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just produces from in his duster the fucking lantern from Bloodborne that's emitting purple light and covered in eyes, and you just teleport in front of him, you lose all of your momentum, he just punches you square in the face with I think he's stronger than a human should be, and you go tumbling out of the sky, crashing down into one of the big tables and take a powerful blow, my dude.
All right, man.
Wow.
I guess
Roll
We
it.
shall roll them conditions.
Full
And
hit.
yeah,
which is
dude.
4.
Yeah, he just negated you in your face and then punched you in the face, and Harlan just goes down.
Does Harlan get to choose which one he gets, or is
Oh.
do you?
No, maybe he does. It's
Well, it's a 10.
an
was it a
apocalypse
10
world.
plus?
You don't, so I get fucked up.
Yeah, it's okay.
Was it
Yeah,
10
so
plus?
you must choose, Lawrence. You must remove yourself from the situation, lose control of your powers in a terrible way, which might not be a good idea, or 2 from the 7 to 9 list.
Hmm. Let's see. I guess, at this point, I'm tired of getting my ass kicked and this too many lost streaks. So, 2 options from the 7 to 9 list. I
Okay.
lash out verbally. Now I go for. I lash out verbally and I give ground, I guess. The opposition.
So
gets
how do you
opportunity.
lash out verbally? Who do you lash out to?
Just
Peggy, stop being a fucking secret superhero and get your suit.
I mean, yeah. See, that is a thing that is pretty. We've got to talk about that.
Yeah.
If you can't lash out really at Peggy in this situation, because nobody here should think Peggy can do anything about this.
Yeah.
There's that. There's
I guess I lash out at Echo. He's like, Echo, get your shit together to make. He was like, make this guy. He was and prevent this guy from putting any more. He was like, from giving you any more company. He was like, get angry, goddammit.
Are you inflicting a condition of anger?
Yeah, are you giving up your influence to inflict anger, or are you
Well, it
trying to
says take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition.
or provoke or lash out at them
Yeah,
verbally,
oh.
provoke them to action, or
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
you can do
provoke by
that.
literally rolling superior.
Provoke
so
a
you can-
teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. Oh no, I prefer to provoke if I could.
Yeah.
So,
Roll your provoke, and it's +1 because you have influence.
all right,
No,
we get
no,
+1.
It's -2 because of the thing.
Right.
Yeah. But you
but
still you have
it's a
influence,
0,
so-
and it's a basic move, so it's going to calculate the that part on its own. We give you the +1 on a miss for player characters. I don't know if there's anything.
Yeah, you probably just make a move or something.
Potential.
I mean, no. I'm for PCs on a 10, both on a 7 to 9. Choose one. All right, he can't give you any incentive, or like negative incentive to try and get this guy. But yeah, like he's lashing out, and you're like kind of distracted by how angry he is after you guys just had that sweet moment, and
Yeah.
like the dude like is turning into like a shadowy cloud and is seeping out the upper like ventilation.
A cloud he's seen into. Okay, I would like to charge up my boon.
All right, so you get angry,
Yeah.
right? You go Super Saiyan, lots of Super Saiyans, but yeah, we turn into our
Which,
terrifying
flares did you
ghost
pick?
form.
Sorry?
Which flares did you pick, by the way?
I choose shielding, boost, and overcharge.
I think you get 4, right? Am I wrong?
No.
Oh no, it's because it's
Yeah.
part of your taking it. It's not by the
Straight
Nova gets 4
flares.
by default, but you're
Yeah, I'm
Nova
free.
Light.
Okay, this has to work.
It
Oh.
doesn't.
Well, you mark 3 conditions, but you do get 2 burn.
Yeah,
Alright,
I mean,
so-
you're really upset that your maybe new boyfriend is, acting like this and got hurt again.
That would be-
This is just
yeah.
all going wrong.
Insecure and guilty for certain. What would you think for the other one? Hopeless?
It's
Don't
up to
forget
you.
to mark potential.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's up to you if you feel like that hopeless is where it would be, if they're like afraid for what is going to happen between them and Darren, or what's going to happen with this guy. I don't know. I can see it going a lot of ways.
Yeah, because of the fact that I promised at least twice to always be there and to never let him fight alone. I'm gonna be guilty and I'm gonna be hopeless because it feels like I promised this but I'm not able to deliver on that.
Right.
Insecure.
All
I
right.
don't know what's gonna happen next. Making me insecure.
Very cool. But you do have 2 burn, and you have shielding, and what else was it?
Alright, so you say he's escaping? That I did not cater.
Shielding, boost, overcharge. Yeah, overcharges would. Yeah, he's like gonna be on the either outer deck or something. Yeah, he's escaping to the outside of the ship. You absolutely could try and overcome obstacles, reshape environment, be like a ghostly person who passes through barriers.
Yeah. So it's definitely overcharged. I know that for certain. The thing I need to do is figure out how do I stop smoke.
Well, he'll probably recorporeate,
Yeah.
but you have ghostly constructs that might be able to affect incorporeal things. I don't know.
You're Danny fans of you fight the ghost.
if he's corporeal, then the wood that the ship is made of, I can make it reach out and wrap around him.
Ooh, yeah.
Grab him and hold him there.
Yeah, I think that if you're willing to spend the overcharge, which is the 2 burn, you get a 10 plus. You're already like you pass through the ship's
Yeah.
decks, no problem. Some people freak out in a little serving area, like they're carrying food back and forth or something above you, and they're like, ah! But you just pass through up to the deck, and by the time he the smoke fully comes out of the vent and he returns to his black jacketed skull mask self, you're already there.
Yeah.
And he's just like, Echo, what are you doing here?
Yeah. And so is these ghostly hands like sometimes when they show hell it's just like hands grabbing at you, or like a crowd of zombies grabbing at someone.
Yeah.
Right, so something like that. And I said, you hurt my friend. That's why I...
He was in my way, you don't understand. This is for the greater good of the city.
Everyone keeps saying that to me. I know what.
Yeah, but those
You're not
assholes
that.
don't know what they're talking about. I'm gonna get results. I'm gonna destroy the wardens, and people like you and me are gonna be able to live free and without these masks and facades.
I don't
Would
wear a
I have been
mask.
able to catch up at this point, or would I be too fucked up?
I mean, you would also like that. If you're going the mundane way, it's gonna take a while to actually run to up to the deck. But if you are yourself going to try and unleash your powers to like open up a hole in the ceiling to get there or whatever.
All right, I'll just I'm sorry, just go with the monologue. I'm just thinking about.
Well, he's telling you, right? He's kind of telling you how the world works, right? People like you and him don't get to
Is
live
he?
normal lives.
But he's a teenager too. He doesn't have influence over here.
No.
He's a mask. He's not a. I don't know. That's an interesting thing. That
Yeah.
he is a person that is like sure of themselves. It's
Well, I definitely don't want to agree with him. I don't. So I do want to reject what he's saying to me. So let's see if I get a hit. That would be flat 2d6, would it?
Yeah.
yeah.
See, this is why we don't fall in love. It takes our edge off.
Okay,
So the words hit you hard. He shifts your labels. He wants you, even though it might work against him, he's gonna go freak up and
Right, because he's trying to show me that I'm not normal.
Savior down. I think.
Yeah, he's saying that I'm never gonna have that white picket fence and the dog and the 2.3 children.
None of us
Well,
are unless we take it from these other people. Is what
Yeah.
he's basically about.
Alright, so I'm gonna.
And yeah, and he's offering. He's like, come on, just
Yeah.
come with me. Don't be their slave.
Alright, so freak out, save it on. Done.
Yeah, and you also his words hit you hard. And you have to mark a condition.
Indeed.
Right, so the
Can
condition
I,
is going to be afraid. Yeah,
Makes sense. You're very conflicted, right? Like maybe you're afraid that your path isn't the right one.
I'm afraid that he's right and that Harlan is, never. Okay, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but yeah, I think what you're saying is right, and she's afraid at this point that her worst fears are gonna come true.
Yeah. That she's gonna fade away. People
Yeah.
aren't gonna care about her.
Yeah,
There will be no place for her, and she'll disappear.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. You. All right. So I want to ask, Peggy, are you trying to find a way to get in on this, or are you just like, man, are you just paralyzed with like, I don't know how to get into my persona kind of thing?
That depends on the answer to this question. Does it look like Echo is being convinced and is going to let him go?
I don't think that you can quite see everything or hear everything that's happening up there because there's like you're in a crowd that's panicking and they're up there with the wind and stuff. But I feel like maybe this is a situation that would warrant assessing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Miss.
Boom. I think it's Miss Gilliam. That's her name, right?
Yeah.
Miss Gilliam just starts like you're like looking around. You're like, how am I gonna get it? But I guess you can also like extend your senses too. That's something that you realize. You see, like, some bats flap up through the ventilation that the dude went out, and you're like, oh well, at least there's that. But at the same moment, Miss Gilliam is like, come on, kids, we've got to get to the aft deck where it's safe. She's like trying to usher you guys all.
Yeah, I'll try to extend my senses to see what's happening with Echo.
Yeah, it's definitely part of it is you keeping it like yourself looking normal while you're doing it, right? Trying to hide that you're in two places at once.
Yeah. So partial. You can.
So yeah, if you don't take a condition, you're gonna be like acting weird.
I think I'm angry. I'm angry that I am in such a powerless position and that my decision to stay hidden is preventing me from helping these people. So yeah, I will mark angry and have the result be as a 10 plus.
Okie dokie. So yeah, you are in control of the bats that are flying around now outside the deck, and probably some rats that are, in nearby nooks, little gaps in the walls. But yeah, you can kind of see it. I think that you catch the last bit of what Dead Knight was saying, that there's never going to be a place for you or me unless we take it from them.
Yeah. And does it look like Echo is like
Echo
wavering?
Is like looking uncertain. She's looking not great.
Okay, well I see like the first few fingers start like slipping from the arms and legs of what's his face? Dead Knight. And he's like, I can feel him grinning under his mask as he's probably gonna get away because he's like preying on her insecurities. And like in front of everybody, I shout, "No! This is wrong! I can't hide my face anymore!" And I'm using my moment of truth. and fucking vermin start rising from the floorboards of the wood, and everybody sees this, even Harlan, and I'm just like, I look at all of the students, and I'm just like, this is the real me. Even like I look my dad in his eyes, and I'm just like, and I need to stop this. And yeah,
the moment of truth, the mask is a lie, and some piece of you has always known that. Doesn't matter if others can see you or can see it. You are the one that can do the impossible. Mask off, costume on, and you're going to save the damn day.
Of course, you better hope nobody nasty is watching. But yeah, like the rats like encompass me, and then like almost like magic, right? Like after they're crawling over me, I'm in my costume. I don't care. I don't care. It's
Disney cartoon.
Yeah, and the pillar of rats rises me to the top, and I break through the top of the zeppelin, and I'm just like, I point at Dead Knight, and I'm like, Dead Knight,
no. Yeah.
I just don't have
your mask off, right? You just look.
Yeah, mask is off. I have my hood down, but like it's there, and I'm just like, you're not gonna convince this girl to be like you. We don't need to wear the masks, as long as we do right, and you're wrong. And yeah, I fucking save the day, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like he absolutely like fucking pulls out shadowy blades, breaks the arms, right? Like he's has them out at his sides, like, come at me, right? And you guys just get into an epic throwdown, and concluding with you like punching outwards, like from a distant, like you're like not looking great because he's a better fighter than you, but you get reach on him by punching, and then having rodents run up your arm to extend the punch, and like the rats connect with his mask, and it cracks, and you can just see like the rage in his eyes as you have him at your mercy. And
I pull off his mask in turn.
Yeah, he just looks like a normal kid. Well,
Joey Thunderson. No.
It's just a normal guy. No, it's definitely not Joey Thunderson. He's, I don't know.
Looks like
you don't recognize him. Yeah, he probably looks like Adam Driver. I'll go with that.
Yeah, I look down at him, and I'm just like, it's not your face that makes you ugly, it's this mask, and I throw it at his chest.
He's just like, his face is all beaten in, and he just spits blood on the deck. Just this, beaten. The ship lands, the wardens are there to take him into custody. The archer, however, is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I make sure to tell the wardens that, and then anyone who's in authority when they come, like, I wasn't able to save him in time, but I think I saw someone that had a bow like an archer shoot the arrow. I don't think he was working alone. I basically, filled him in on that.
Yeah, and they're like, well, we'll have plenty of time to ask, I don't know, Mr. Ronson, I think is his name. He's going to Ronson. Something.
Ronson?
John Ronson.
John
son of Ron.
Son.
Yeah. John Ronson, aka Dead Knight, is taken into warden custody. You vermin are heralded as a true savior and supporter of the city, right? Even though the tragedy of Norman Cumberland's death is hitting everybody pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are all there, down on the ground again. Everybody, like your whole class, and everybody is just like, "Oh my god, no way, Vermin, for real? So you are, wow, you know."
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know how you guys ever didn't notice. I was always gone when she was there. Like, come on.
Yeah, Gene actually is not there fussing about it. He's kind of behind everybody else, just kind of has his arms crossed. But yeah, your dad comes up, pushes his way through the crowd, and he's like, he kind of gets down. He says, "I'm so proud of you, Pumpkin," and hugs you, but
Aw.
like you don't feel it. It feels weird. It feels a little stilted.
Can I pierce his mask?
Sure.
Hell yeah. 100.
Woo.
Woo, indeed.
What's he planning?
He has to do something about the fact that you're a hero.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna have to do something because if you continue to be the way you are, you're not gonna want to put up with what he does. So he's gonna do something about your heroing.
How could I get Insectoid to change his ways?
I think the first step to that is learning what motivates Insectoid, because I don't think you know exactly why your dad does what he does.
Mm-hmm. And finally, what do you want me to do?
Probably. He wants you to stop trying to be a hero, and how that looks could take multiple ways, but mostly he's like, this is bad. He hates heroes. The idea of heroes, you don't know why, but he's this whole thing makes him very uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's like it came out of the closet, except it's heroism instead of the other one. Yeah,
Yep.
That's sucks. But yeah, I hug him back, and I'm just like, love you, Dad.
Yep, and he says, "Love you too, Pumpkin." And then I think we close on this episode of the Daybreaker Chronicles.
Woo.
Yeah, that's it. I couldn't let him get away. He's too much of a douche.
Dude, he was in your face. He's just Dead Knight. He's like gonna do it. He's gonna take the city for the people, for the freaks, for the powers.
Wow.
He's bad Magneto.
I would have thought Bane, honestly. Like a teenage Bane.
Bane? What?
Yeah.
Bane doesn't care about changed people. He just wants to kill people.
Oh yeah,
And
he
it
just
depends
used
on
that
which
whole-
Bane we're talking about, because Dark Knight
like-
Rising Bane doesn't have the same motivations as any other Bane.
Oh, yeah, well,
Because
what's the
he's like
motivation
League of Shadows Bane, and that's bullshit.
It's cool bullshit, though.
It's fun, it's a good movie. But yeah, it's like really not what Bane is like. I wish they would have just had the balls to do... I guess it's because what's-his-face won't do roles in more than one movie.
Tom Hardy.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Liam Neeson. Oh, so he didn't come back for the
Because it
Ghul.
absolutely should have been Ra's al Ghul's plot, right? I mean, it
Yeah, he
even
comes out of
involves
the
Talia
Lazarus
al
pit,
Ghul.
Yeah.
It
Well,
should have.
dude,
I mean,
I mean-
see, Christopher Nolan doesn't have the balls to do the Lazarus Pit. That's even probably more
Yeah.
why that wasn't a thing than anything else.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Lazarus. Wait a minute,
Lazarus. Ra's al Ghul has access to the Lazarus pit and all the League of Shadows, so it brings you back to life when you die.
Oh, well, because
I think-
that's too comic booky for
Yeah,
I think
for
it's
his
actual
super edgy-
fantasy. It's actual magic, right? And they just were not going to have that in.
But he's immortal.
Batman.
But they already said that Ra's al Ghul's lived for hundreds of years. It's already in the
It's so
canon.
fucked up.
In the Dark Knight canon. Anyway, yeah, fucking.
Okay.
Yeah,
End of session.
I've definitely moved into more of my own self-image, so I will move my mundane down and probably my superior up, because I have come out as a hero,
Indeed.
and that's me.
And then Echo.
Well, I don't want to do this, but based on the narrative, I would say at this particular point she's feeling further away from the team.
You sure? I mean, consider the whole session though, right? Like,
Actually, yeah, because it was really really high and then really really low.
Yeah. You definitely like we did bring you in close, and we like took you out shopping and playing mazes
right,
of Malzerhead.
Well, so that part tips the balance. The shopping and the makeup thing, right? Yeah. So that helps.
Yeah. Maybe.
So yeah, and who made you most feel welcome? And then you give the influence and stuff to them, and
I took you shopping.
Brian fishing for XPs.
I don't get XP. I get
no,
influence.
that's legit.
Yeah, because you see, with Harlan, it's a wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Harlan.
You also, I don't want to keep jerking my own self off, but I mean, you did feel welcome with Vermin, and then you felt welcome with Peggy, and then you saw they were combined at the end.
Yeah.
That was a pretty,
And the thing is,
pretty neat little arc.
Peggy's the one who interrupted when I was losing myself up there.
Yeah.
Right. So that makes that makes some good points for Peggy there. So Peggy does it.
All right, I'll add you to my influence list. Oh yeah.
Influence under.
And then Aeon.
I don't know, man. Let's see, I don't know, closer to the team, I guess. I mean, specifically because they saved my life, even though.
And
Yeah.
one of them is got the hots for you and is like actively pursuing you.
Inexplicably, honestly, but you know, whatever.
Like I said, you're both the defective jigsaw pieces that happen to fit together.
Which
Yeah,
is weird
it's
because
cool.
I have the one I wanted to kiss was Guri J.
Yeah. You were swayed
Jay
by,
wasn't there for you.
Yeah.
You were swayed by Harlan's oddities.
Yeah. Which is good. I think that makes for a good narrative.
Quit hogging all the men to yourself.
Ghost Girl is blowing up your spot.
I hope Jake actually picks Handsome Gene so I can just go there instead.
Nah, dude, let's.
Dude, I
you know,
can't believe
Jay.
the Gene, like, I mean, it's okay. I like that it's kind of getting played out for this long, but, like, you guys are still trying to figure out what's going on with Gene and Bulwark, and, like, what is that?
Yeah, I'm assuming the hottest take, the biggest plot twist would be he's operating the Bulwark suit as a robot, but the more likely scenario is that he is
This is Alphonse Elric.
he's the Oracle to Bulwark.
Oh.
Alphonse Elric, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about Bulwark. I was going to say it's like he's a soul animating a big old suit.
Which would be weird if my scenario was true, which I'm pretty sure it's not, that Bulwark is like a machine now being operated by Gene, because that would mean I'd have influence over Bulwark, but not Gene. yeah, anywho. Great session. Harlan.
You guys will find out.
Oh, yeah. What's the twist? Mark
I hope I didn't accidentally guess right and steal your thunder.
That's what's happening. You guys still have to play it out, but yeah, that's what's happening.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
Yo. Holy shit.
That note was the note. Gene was writing that note to the wardens before he got kidnapped.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
So he's... Wow.
Yeah, dude. He had the, like, right? You're like, where's the fucking mirror, right? You gave it to Bulwark, but Gene had it, and... So I'm telling you, like, to the degree, like, dude, Bulwark never came back after losing the princess, right? And Gene decided that the city needed the hope that is Bulwark, so he made a Bulwark.
He made the symbol, yeah. Dude, so how did he operate Bulwark while he was captured by Mirror Maker?
I think it's kind of like partially
partially automatous, and
it's like a golem that has.
Okay, so
Same,
he can take direct control, but he also like has just programmed in like basic functions for it. That's cool.
Yeah. So like when I said that he always refers to you by hero names, except for that one time he was like, I wouldn't have done it if you didn't get your ass kicked, Harlan, was probably some radioing in from Gene, whereas other responses are like canned.
Yeah. Sweet.
Oh, wait a minute. If I grow closer to the team, what was it? I think mark potential, right?
Yes.
Really? Oh.
No. It's you do mark potential, and then you give someone influence that you made you feel welcome. So
all right,
yeah, it made you feel welcome. Yeah.
Wow, I would have.
Yeah,
totally
fuck
missed
it,
that.
Echo. Change it.
Echo made you feel so welcome that she watches over you while you're unconscious.
It's like she's creepy as fuck, but I understand it's well-meaning.
Yeah.
It's only when she actually like starts putting like dead animals on the table or something. That's when it's a
I brought you a present.
super red flag.
What are you, a fucking cat?
So remind me of. It says I can item.
All right,
potential
I have zero danger, 3 freak, 2 savior, 0 superior, -2 -2 mundane. Yeah.
Oh, so I have to shift your labels.
Yes.
Minus.
Yeah, how do you want to see him act, right? If you want him to be nicer, more mundane, then
yeah. If you want him to be more connecting to you, right? Because that's how he pierces the mask and comforts.
How about dropping your superior and raising your mundane, so that he's less aloof and more accessible?
Also, quick question: I marked angry because I was frustrated that I couldn't do anything, and then I beat the ever living shit out of
dude.
Dark Knight, so I cleared that.
Yeah, hurt someone.
Oh yeah.
Alright, instead of marking potential, I'll clear a condition.
Alrighty. Very cool. Hope is
Okay,
restored.
so you said I go down 1 superior and up 1 mundane, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just keeping that mentally. And with that potential, I mean, eventually I'm going to get back to my fucking house, and then I'm going to take the move, I am not my body.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sweet.
Transform.
Yeah, it's when you take a powerful physical blow, you may roll as if you had 2 fewer conditions, Mark. If you do on a 10+, you must choose to lose control of yourself in a terrible way. Awesome.
Yeah,
so you may choose to not do that, right? If you are like, well, fuck, I have like 5 conditions, I'm rolling at +3, I might get a 10+ anyway. I'd rather not, because I don't want to lose control of myself in a terrible way at this juncture.
Yeah, so you can game it.
Yeah. It's not
also,
just to flat, like, always this happens, which is what the Faceless is in regular Apocalypse World.
Yeah, also, if you would allow it, I think the chess club thing has garnered the value it would garner for me, and since the situation's changed, I am considering, if you would allow it, swapping out the chess club obligation with popularity, because I am a superhero.
Okay.
Evolution.
All right. Yeah, dude, it's different now. I'm out the mask closet.
Yeah.
So.
I like that. That's good thinking.
Oh yeah. Now I got to deal with my dad. But I mean,
he's gonna like Darth Vader you. It's inevitable. It was just a matter of how and when we get there.
Yeah. It's like when Willem Dafoe is trying to get Spider-Man to be his underling.
Yeah, or any version of that, right? Like the bad guy does care about the good guy, and they're opposed, so they're gonna try and persuade them to their side so that they don't have to fight them.
Yes.
Like,
I will save him.
Dude. Yeah, what? Yeah, and you do kind of do the Luke Skywalker thing of, right, there's good in you.
I do. Yeah, I have Savior marked, right, and I care about him, so I will save him from his own evil ways.
Excellent.
And that's the game. Good session, everybody.
Yeah, good fun time.